Get started more.
You good?
Just count us down.
Dale.
Oh,
It automatically just started it.
We live?
Yeah.
We live?
We live.
Wavy baby!
The wave god's home. The wave god's home. Air horns, wave god's home.
They free the real nigga!
You're on the block. Max B's home. And Pluribus is back again. Cap, another week. Gotta pop the bottle. Hold up.
Pop it for my nigga Mac!
Pop the bottle for Max
Where was
B.
you when niggas was coke boys? You wasn't even outside! In your mother's house! Scared!
Nigga,
you whipped off?
Nah, nigga, that shit is screw, bro.
You gotta open that shit with your teeth.
To your hand, bro.
If you're a real Hispanic, you open that shit with your teeth.
I didn't bring a tool. Oh! Oh, gotta pop a bottle for Max B!
Sorry,
Max,
Max.
nah.
Struggling.
There's something there? I gotta have it. I need you. This is embarrassing. We're embarrassing the wave god.
Embarrassing the
We gotta have the bottles ready to be popped. What are we doing?
Man, give me some fucking steak sauce, nigga. What you talking about, baby?
Never fold. Baby girl, boy. Late. Late. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. We popped the bottle for Max B.
For my nigga Max.
Gotta pour it up.
Pour it up. Pour it up. Pour it up. Ah! Pour it in my mouth. Pour it in my mouth. Pour it in my mouth. For my nigga Max.
Max B's home. Woo! I need you. Cause I gotta have it. I want you. I gotta have it. Cause I need you. Cause I gotta have it. Club Ambition Podcast, round of applause. Welcome back to another week, episode 215. We are here. Woo! We are here from Rhode Island to the world. Pouring up some apple cider. Had a pop a bottle for the legendary rapper out of New York.
Oh my God.
He is free. He just came home after doing 16, 17 years in jail. Max B, the original wave god, the man behind
The Silver Surfer.
the Silver Surfer himself. Without him, Marvel wouldn't exist.
Without
You know
him,
what I'm
Coke wouldn't have been flipped.
Pass that to Mar. You know what I'm saying? We are here.
This is crazy.
Whew. We love y'all.
There was a brick waiting for this day, nigga.
Rhode Island to the world. We are here, Club Mission Podcast. If you're new here, welcome. This is the Club Mission Podcast. This is a live stream. If you're watching the live stream Monday nights, every single Monday night on YouTube, Club Ambition, youtube.com/Club Ambition. We go live. The Cap crew is here in the comments. The producers, they hear us. They check how we sound. They see how we look. You guys are the Cap crew. If you're in the comments right now, leave an opinion, leave a take. Would you lose something? What happened? Noel got me nervous.
What? Turn it down?
Turn it up.
Oh, it turned down?
It up. Is that you?
Mike, can you hear? Can you hear?
Mike.
Maybe you yanked it when you was vibing to Max B.
Yeah, I think you yanked it.
I have it. You know I gotta have
ain't on
it.
you, so you good.
We are here. Let's get right to it, man. We got a couple of things to discuss every single week. As you can tell by the title, we're gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar dominating the Grammys, the nominations. This man is leading the I'm kind of surprised.
I don't think so.
I'm kind of surprised. I didn't know he was gonna lead nominations across the entire board, like for all artists. That's kind of crazy. Hip hop dying. People saying that hip hop died. We talked about it last week, but more people talking about it this week. So let's talk about it again. This time with Noel as well, and we got Max B coming home. Can you hear now?
Hell no.
Maybe go find a source. Pull it at the source. Oh, you did?
It's over there. It's plugged in.
Really? Maybe the wave guy just doesn't want you to hear no
I don't want
more.
me to hear nobody. I'm sad.
It didn't get wet, right? No.
No, I don't know.
Just keep it on for aesthetics then at this point.
Okay. I'm listening to nothing. I'm listening to dead thoughts.
Also,
Christ.
reminder, like we do every single week, this episode is brought to you by our sponsors. Make sure to tap in with them. It's plugged in? Yeah. Maybe we'll start working randomly. Dave's Hot Chicken, located in Middletown, Rhode Island. Make sure to stop by Dave's Hot Chicken. That's right. Baby shower this weekend, Saturday. And guess what? We're going to have some Dave's Hot Chicken at the baby shower. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Shout out to Dave's Hot Chicken, located here in Middletown, Rhode Island. They're going to have more locations opening in Rhode Island very soon. Also, shout out to Mother Earth Wellness. That's right, Mother Earth Wellness. Put the camera on you, Mar. They can see the logo behind Marloon right there. Mother Earth Wellness right there in the cut. Use our promo code AMBITION10 for 10% off your entire purchase at discount. Go to MotherEarthRI.com. Also, you can go in person. They have a delivery service you can also order from. They have a drive-thru. They have it all. They're like McDonald's. It's insane. Also, shout out to the Rhode Island Education Collective. That's right, RI Education Collective. Shout out to Victor, who stopped by. The other Victor, not me. Another Victor. Not my father. Another Victor. Stopped by. We're going to play the rest of that conversation at the end of this podcast as well. And last but not least, we want to shout out Little Roadie, right? The Little Roadie Riot. That's right. The comedy festival is back again. The Little Roadie Laugh Riot. And shout out to Ashley. Shout out to everybody over there that's working on this, making this an actual thing. Excuse me. The bubbly has me gassy.
The bubbly.
The bubbly has me gassy for Max B. But I have the press release officially here. Little Roadie Laugh Riot is back. That's right. We announced it last year. We were there last year. The Rhode Island Comedy Festival is back again. This time they're bringing it back, and it's better, I think, than before already with just this lineup announcement. We're going to try to have some of these comedians on the podcast next year. But this is happening next year in Providence, Rhode Island. That's right. From March 26th to March 29th at the Vets again, at the PPAC, at Uptown Theater, and the Comedy Connection. Tickets are on sale already currently now. As of when I'm saying this, now tickets are on sale. You guys can go try to get some tickets for.
And they will sell out.
Yeah, the Little Roadie Laugh Riot. The lineup: John Mulaney, great comedian. Chelsea Handler, Andrew Schultz coming to Providence. Mark Norman coming to Providence. Andrew Santino coming to Providence. These are people we talk about all the time. The man that just retired from podcasting is coming to Providence, Mark Maron.
Mark Maron's coming to Providence.
Mark Maron's coming to Providence.
Wow.
One of my favorite impressionists. He does some of the best comedic impressions of celebrities. Jay Farrow. Jay Farrow is coming to Providence as well. This is a stacked lineup. Andrew Schultz is coming on the Saturday. John Mulaney is coming on the Friday. Bob the Drag Queen and Monet X Change is coming. Mark Norman, like I said, a legend. It's a stacked lineup. We checked it out last year. We give you guys the cosign. There was a lot of great shows. We want to support this happening here in Rhode Island. These are big names, big celebrities coming to the smallest state in America. Why not support it? This is an amazing opportunity to highlight. Also, there's a lot of independent local comedians performing that weekend too that you guys can show some support to. And also, like I said before, we're going to try to get some of these actual comedians on the podcast to interview their experience here in Providence while they're here for that weekend. But Andrew Schultz, Andrew Santino, John Mulaney, come on, Jay Farrow, it can't get better than this. And I'm hearing that there might be more to come. So stay tuned to us. Stay tuned to us. They're going to give us some updates for any more surprises coming for the Little Roadie Laugh Riot. That's right, the Little Roadie Laugh Riot coming to Providence, Rhode Island. The second annual Little Roadie Laugh Riot Comedy Festival happening March 26th to March 29th. This is a very, very special weekend in Providence, Rhode Island. Last time we did the promotion for it, a lot of people were like, I didn't know what was happening, what's going on. We're letting you know a year ahead. Just kidding, not a year ahead, but it's next year. You have more enough time to now find out about this, actually participate, go buy the tickets, support this event because we were there and it was amazing and we're definitely going to be there next year. We got to see Andrew Schultz. If we get Andrew Schultz on this podcast, you know,
my head will explode.
Yeah, it'll be fucking insane. We're going to try to make that happen. That'll be, especially if he's coming here, why not? I think it only makes sense. Or if any of these comedians want to film, they could use a podcast. We'll charge them just $500,000. It's not bad per hour. It's not that bad. But yeah, guys excited? You guys excited? The Little Roddy Laugh Right? They're stacking it up. Kevin Hart was a big name last year, but it was fucking strict, right? We tried to get to see him. That was strict. It was.
I don't even think it was really a part of their show.
Yeah, it was like his own thing, but then they made it a part of the festival because he was already on tour. But this one seems to be more personalized, and they're switching it up. It's different comedians from last time.
That's what's up.
Which I like because last year we didn't have Andrew Schultz, Andrew Santino, none of these Chelsea Handler. We didn't have these names last year. Or this year.
Matt Ryan. What's his name? Matt Ryan, right?
Matt Rife. Matt Rife might join. Matt Rife might join again.
Wasn't he last time?
Yeah, Matt Rife might join. I don't see why not. We'll keep you guys updated if that happens. He lives in Rhode Island, so why wouldn't he be a part of this? It only makes proper sense. So shout out to the Little Roddy Laugh Riot, a comedy festival for Rhode Island, by Rhode Island, with some of the biggest comedians in the world. Not just nationally, some of the biggest comedians in the world. I'm tapped into the comedy world. We were just talking about Andrew Santino. Andrew Santino's beef with Andrew Schultz, right? And they're both coming to Providence that weekend. Listen, maybe we might be able to, let's see if we can squash that beef. Let's squash the Andrew Santino and the Andrew Schultz beef. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can make that happen. But yeah, no, this is a big, and maybe Noel can press Andrew Santino too. I mean Andrew Schultz about interview
support for Trump,
the Trump support, or like the backtracking of acknowledging it, or just your opinion on it. That'd be a good conversation to have. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it. As the title says, Kendrick Lamar. Last week, a couple days ago, the Grammy nominations for 2026 have been officially announced. That's right. Kendrick Lamar leads the Grammys as far as the most nominated nominee. The most nominated person. 9 nominations Kendrick Lamar has. He's sweeping the Grammys without the Grammys even happening already.
It's crazy.
30 for 30 with SZA, the song, is nominated for Best Pop and Duo Group Performance. Luther with SZA is nominated for Best Melodic Rap Performance. TV Off, is nominated for Best Rap Song.
That's kind of crazy.
GNX is nominated for Best Rap Album. Chains and Whips and TV Off are both in the same category, nominated separately. Right? Chains and Whips is a clip song, but Kendrick Lamar is on it. So he gets nominated.
He wins regardless.
And TV Off as well for Best Rap Performance, both of them. Luther with SZA is nominated for one of the biggest awards of the night, Song of the Year. Luther with SZA is also nominated for Record of the Year. And Kendrick Lamar is also nominated not just for his own genre, but for overall Album of the Year with GNX.
I thought Squabble Up would get Rap Album of the Rap Song.
Crazy.
You think so?
Over TV Off? Any day of the week. I'll take Squabble Up over TV Off.
I think TV Off was just hitting harder. That's why.
But Squabble Up, I think, charted higher.
Did it?
Because I remember we were talking about it. Me and Vic were really shocked. TV Off didn't do that well on the charts.
I'm going to name some of the other nominations, and then we'll get into Kendrick himself and our predictions. But let's say, off the top of our heads, let's see our predictions here. Best Rap Album nominations. Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out. Glorilla, Glorious. J.I.D., Jid. God Does Like Ugly. I was very happy for him. I'm like, wow, he got the Grammy nomination.
Good for him.
GNX, Kendrick Lamar. And then Chromacopia, Tyler, the Creator.
Kind of hoping it's not that one.
Who wins? I got Clips winning. Let God Sort 'Em Out, Best Rap Album. I think Clips do it like how Nas did it for like the older generation of rappers being the Grammy Award winners. What do you guys think? Glorilla also. Round of applause for Glorilla. That's huge. And it's actually a good ass album.
Yeah.
And it's actually a good ass album. It's actually a good ass album. So, but I don't think I'm not gonna say who's deserving of what. I'll tell you this much: Freddie Gibbs. I would swap the Glorilla album for the Freddie Gibbs album if we're gonna do anything. I would do that. But Glorilla's album's actually really good.
I'll give it a Glorilla just because she had the best female rap album of the year. Personally, to me though, it's Clips. But the thing is, this is the problem. This is what I've seen on Twitter, and I was going to ask you guys this. People are like, oh, Kendrick should win, and he should win Rap Album of the Year. I mean, Album of the Year.
Oh.
And people are like, if he doesn't win, he most likely might not win the Album of the Year because hip hop albums don't win album of the year a lot of the time. It's usually the pop songs.
Yeah.
I mean the pop albums. So a lot of people are like, oh, we should just give him rap album of the year. And then that whole debate started like, is Kendrick winning too much? Is it better for hip hop if someone else wins that isn't Kendrick? So like, I wonder what you guys think. Because in my brain, it should be Clips, but there's a real world where it's gonna end up being GNX.
Who you think would win more out of the albums I listed? GNX,
Alright,
Let 'Em
so-
God Sort 'Em Out, Glorilla, JID,
I didn't
or
listen.
Tyler?
I didn't listen to the Glorilla one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Haven't listened to the JID one. I don't think. At least I think I only like half of it. It would definitely be between GNX and the Clips album. Honestly, I would like for the Clips to get it, but like
It's gonna be GNX.
GNX was just like is way more mainstream.
Yeah.
It definitely hit more people and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was more widespread,
And I think
so
they're
like
gonna
it would make sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, obviously the Clips album is like heavy hitter rap album. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop. You know, compared to GNX that has like a little bit of everything. But I wouldn't be mad with either one.
Best R&B album nominations: Giveon, Beloved; Coco Jones, Why
Giveon.
Not More; Giveon; Let's See, The Crown; Tiana Taylor, The Escape Room. It got nominated for a Grammy. Wow. Leon Thomas, Mutt. I got Leon Thomas.
Thomas.
I think Leon Thomas is his moment right now.
Leon
Yeah, they're
Thomas.
gonna give it to him just because of the momentum he has right now.
Yeah. Also, Best New Artist: Olivia Dean, Cat's Eye, The Marias, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, Lola Young. I'll give it to Leon
Leon
Thomas.
Leon Thomas.
Or Lola Young. I feel like Lola Young is like Grammy vibe, but like I feel like Alex Warren, I don't know, it's too early.
Cat's Eye been going
But it's
crazy.
Best New Artist. But Cat's Eye has been getting, yeah.
Yeah.
But Leon Thomas, give it to Leon Thomas, why not?
The industry's too much behind him. He's making too
Give
much
it to
noise.
Leon
It has
fucking
to be
Thomas.
him.
Give it to him.
It's about
This-
time.
It's his
about
year to
time.
sweep.
It's
Yeah,
about
this
time.
is
He's
gonna
too
be his
good.
year to sweep that type of stuff.
Best Pop Vocal Album: Swag, Justin Bieber; Sabrina Carpenter, Man's Best Friend;
Sabrina
Miley Cyrus, Something Beautiful; Mayhem, Lady Gaga; and I've Tried Everything But Therapy, Part 2, Teddy Swims.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Teddy Swims album is basically an R&B album to me, but God bless. Best pop vocal? Shit, give it to Bieber, man. Swag.
It should be Bieber, but
Give it to
probably,
Bieber,
it's probably
swag.
gonna be Sabrina Carpenter.
If Bieber wins a Grammy on his comeback, that'd be huge.
Because I think like a lot of people forget, like the people voting are your peers.
Yeah.
I think Sabrina probably has more friends right now than Bieber does. Not because Bieber's making enemies, it's just Bieber hasn't been around for so long.
Nah, but the last Sabrina Carpenter album, I'll give it that. But this one, it's good.
Kinda, it's
but
alright.
it's not like her last
It's not
one.
like the last one.
I haven't
Best
heard it.
urban music album: Bad Bunny, Debí Tirar Más Fotos.
Bad
That's
Bunny.
it. Don't
That's
even
it.
say the
Don't even
rest.
say the rest, bro.
Don't even say the rest.
They're
Yeah.
gonna give it to him
That's
because they don't have to give him album of the year.
Yeah.
Record of the year: Debí Tirar Más Fotos, Bad Bunny. Sabrina Carpenter, Man Child. Doechii, Anxiety. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
An old Doechii
The
song
song.
that she relaunched after TikTok blew it up again. Is nominated for Record of the Year.
And it's like one of her worst songs for me. I don't even like that song.
It got annoying after a point, but I could.
It got
It's good,
really
though.
annoying.
It's good. It's catchy as fuck. Wildflower, Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, Abracadabra. Damn, she getting some nominations, man. Luther, Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
That one might do it. Yeah,
The Subway, Chapel Roan, or Apartment, Rose and Bruno Mars. Bruno
Okay.
Mars, man, he doesn't escape. Every time he drops, he gets a Grammy nomination. I got it. Bad Bunny. Debí tirar más fotos.
You got a Bad Bunny?
Hell yeah.
I would love for it to
It's a
be
Luther.
Bad Bunny, but I think it's gonna be Luther.
Luther would still be on the charts right now if they hadn't changed the rules.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think it's gonna be that.
It's gonna be Luther.
Before you continue, because I don't want this to get drowned. Ms. Dom Jones with the 10. Sending love from Los Angeles. Y'all are amazing. Shout out to Kenny for the nominations. Hip hop can never die. Is the culture. It can rearrange and adjust itself, but will forever survive and be king.
Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate
so
you very
much for
much.
that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. You're part of the Cap crew now and forever. Album of the Year nomination: Bad Bunny, Debí tirar más fotos, Swag, Justin Bieber, Man's Best Friend, Sabrina Carpenter, Let God Sort 'Em Out, Clips and Pusha T, Lady Gaga, Mayhem, GNX, Kendrick, Mutt, Leon Thomas, Chromacopia, Tyler Creator.
Bad
A lot of
Bunny.
hip hop in here.
Bad Bunny.
Album of the Year overall across all genres. I would give
Bad
it a Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
It's Bad Bunny or Clips.
Bad Bunny.
It's Bad Bunny.
And I hope that's the way, because if like Sabrina Carpenter randomly wins or some shit, it's gonna be uproar. They better get this shit right.
They do it though sometimes.
They don't need that right
There's
now.
always that one album that wins that shouldn't.
Yeah.
Best rap performance nominations. We got Cardi B with a Grammy nomination.
This one pissed me off.
Outside, bitch with some outside dick, whatever. Rap. I was like, damn. I don't think that song's deserving of a Grammy
At all.
nomination. But God bless. There's a lot of more
Industry.
songs. Every song on her album is better than that song. Best rap performance. Also, Chains and Whips, Clips, Pusha T, Malice, and Kendrick Lamar
That one
with
deserves
Pharrell
to be
Williams. Anxiety, Doechii.
That doesn't deserve to be there. That's not even really a rap song.
TB Off, Kendrick Lamar, and Lefty Gunplay.
Okay.
Darling I, Tyler Creator, and Tizo Touchdown.
Yeah, sure.
But my thing is best rap performance. So
It's
maybe
Meek Mill's.
maybe it's like a best rap performance, like a by definition. If it's by definition,
If it's by definition, Doechii's not rapping on that song.
maybe TB Off.
By definition, it should be Chains and Whips. But if we're talking about the truth, it should have been that Meek Mill song, the one talking about his dad dying.
Because isn't it like live performance? I think it's
rap performance in general, like even on a video.
So there's skill.
Yeah, it's just like the ability to rap, the skill set. Again, the best rap verse I've heard this year on like any type of format, it was that Meek Mill verse where he's
That
talking
was
about
at the
his dad
beginning of the
dying.
year, right?
Huh?
That was at the beginning of the year.
I believe so, yeah.
That his verse on the other guy's track.
Mm-hmm. That shit was a
hard
beautiful.
as fuck. That
Shit was
shit
hard
is-
as hell.
So when we look at the Kendrick Lamar nominations, though, which ones does he win? Right? Because there's more of the other categories I didn't list, but best pop duo group performance, 30 for 30 with SZA. Does he win that? No, I don't think he's gonna win that. I think there's definitely gonna be some other pop songs and duo performances better. Best melodic rap performance with Luther and SZA.
I can see that.
I can see him
I
winning
can see that, yeah.
Best rap song, TB Off. No.
No. It's not even the best rap song on the album. I'm
Yeah.
surprised it's not Squabble Up.
What were the other? I don't know what the other options.
TB
were.
Off. Best rap album, GNX. I don't think is gonna win it.
I think he's gonna get it, bro, because they're not giving him rap album of the year. If he wins rap
He doesn't
album, he's
need
not
one,
getting
though.
album of the
He
year.
doesn't need. He already swept the Grammys first year. He doesn't think he's gonna do it again.
I don't think so. I think
Doing
he gets
it
album
again,
of the
it's
year.
like they're milking it.
Yeah, because
they
the
just
people
want him
saying
there.
people want him to win album of the year. I don't think he's gonna get it though.
He's gonna win some Grammys.
They'll probably
Yeah.
give him
But not rap
hip-hop
album.
They give him rap
but
album
not
of the year.
album of the year.
I think so.
It's gonna
Just
be
to
crazy.
compensate.
Best rap performance with Chains and Whips and TB Off. They're both. We just spoke about that. They're both nominated. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Because remember, your peers nominate you, but it's a board that decides.
Song of the year, Luther. Do we have Luther winning the song of the year? No.
I can see that.
I could see that.
I could see that.
Record of the
see that.
year, Luther as well with SZA. I guess that's more of like the writing, I believe. Record of the year is like more of the writing comparison to just the song overall.
Who's on the list for the record?
Let me see. Record of the year nominations. That's a good question. Record of the year. Record of the year nominees for the 2026 Grammy Awards. Sabrina Carpenter, Man-Child, Doechii, Anxiety, Billie Eilish, Wildflower, Abracadabra, Lady Gaga, Chaperone, Subway, Apartment.
It might be Billie Eilish or Chaperone.
Yeah, they're gonna give it to
That Billie Eilish Wildflower song is really good. And
Yeah,
it's
the
old.
pen is crazy.
And it's old too.
Yeah.
Haven't heard it.
Wildflower. You heard Wildflower.
I think the brother wrote it, right? It was the brother that wrote it, right?
Probably both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen her. It's like big on TikTok.
Nah, yeah, it's big as fuck, bro. It's probably gonna be that one. They'll
She,
probably
she always wins stuff like this because like
it's her.
Because
it's
last
her.
year was Birds of a Feather.
Mhm.
But it's crazy because
From that
Birds of a Feather was from that album too.
Yeah, from that album. Yeah.
It's like the same album generating these hits, but they kind of have legs, these songs. In the back of my mind. It's huge. It's huge.
It's huge,
She's
bro.
huge. She's huge.
I didn't hear that song.
Yeah, that album was fire.
They'll give it to her just to respect her pen, but they're gonna give Kendrick album song of the year.
Listen, the best album this year, if you listen to all music across all genres, the best album this year I think is Bad
Yeah.
Bunny's album.
You think so?
I think it's the Bad
Hell
Bunny
yeah.
album. That
100%.
Bad Bunny is the best album this year. Like
That's fair.
it's the best album. The concept, the execution, everything is just the fucking production is insane. That album
100%.
is the best album this year. Rap wise, hip hop wise, I give it to the Clips. GNX to me is one of Kendrick Lamar's worst albums. If there's any album that I think is not deserving of Grammys amongst his category, I can argue GNX maybe more than any other album.
Nah,
That
you're
ass?
bugging.
100%.
Nah.
Even over the one before this last one.
This is
Mr.
better
Morale?
than Mr. Morale and the Big
No,
Steppers.
because listen, no, because it's a different conversation. It's not about. I'm not the Grammys. What I like is what I like. I wasn't a huge fan of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers when it came out, but I think I even said it during the reaction when we were reacting to it, and we were like, "Yo, this album, I don't fuck with it too much," but this gives like I could see this winning a Grammy because the concept is a therapy album, very therapeutic, and it's like very like a themed album. But the execution to me wasn't what I was expecting at the time. It's aged a bit better. Maybe is it his worst album? Mr. Morale, looking back at everything after GNX. And for those brain dead people out there, worse doesn't mean bad. You're ranking them amongst them, right? You can fucking it could be A minus, B plus. It's not. No one's saying it's an F or horrible. I'm ranking him amongst himself, right? When it comes to Kendrick Lamar albums, GNX is the one that I think is the least deserving of a Grammy nomination. It doesn't give a Grammy like. It's a good album, really good album, but
I think just
off the list that I seen, like the other nominations,
it's the impact.
So you think they're taking impact into consideration?
It's the most impactful rap album of the year
Because of what, like
the
Squabble Up,
yeah.
TV Off,
bro. They just
and
put
the
it
conversations
in, just
around
put it
it.
in the LA
Luther,
Dodgers commercial. Like it's everywhere. NFL's the Super Bowl.
The
Like it's
Super Bowl,
everywhere.
yeah.
It's culture right now in
Yeah.
the sense of like mainstream culture. But if we're talking about like, I get what you're saying. I'd pick the Clips personally. If we're talking about rap album of the year, it's the Clips. But that's because their rap album showed everyone that age doesn't matter. Hip hop is still alive.
like if GNX wasn't nominated for a rap album or like rap Grammy, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, what the hell? He was
Oh no, the fans would.
he was what's it called? He was robbed. I wouldn't be like that. I'll be like no.
100% he was robbed if that was the case.
I wouldn't be like that because I think it's the Clips. I think the Clips have to. In
If
my eyes, it's unanimous.
If GNX wasn't there, what album would you put there to replace it?
For a rap album of the year?
Yeah.
I mean, if it has the same number, the thing is, like I said, I would have replaced the Glorilla album for sure with Freddie Gibbs. Any other album? I mean, I was hoping that JID got nominated,
And he did.
and he did. So I'm not mad at it being nominated, but it's just like I don't see it as like a guaranteed win, like how a lot of people are having the conversation online. Like he's gonna win that guarantee. It's like no, I don't see that. I don't see that
another
happening.
album being in rap album of the year besides the ones that are up there and Freddie Gibbs. Yeah, there's not another album.
Yeah, because JID's the only one that comes to mind. It's like, oh, I hope they considered it, and they did consider it. It's nominated.
Yeah, I haven't heard our rap album this year that I'd put up there besides those.
And obviously, it's last year,
Yeah,
but it's this year. Like,
Yeah.
it's last year. And also, maybe that's why I'm so far, in my mind, I'm so far removed from that album. Whereas, like, we're going to go into 2026 talking about an album that came out in 2024. Right? Because it came out last year, right? The
out
bottom of
last
last year, 2024.
it beat the deadline.
And then for it to win album of the year, and it's going to be 2026, February, for me, is like probably where I'm like, I have that, what's it called? That,
Recency bias.
or the lack of recency bias, like whatever the fucking the opposite of recency bias is. But to me, it's just I don't feel that current impact. The most recent thing was Dodger Blue, though, like we said last week, being in the commercial for the Dodgers winning.
Yeah.
But I don't know. People, I think it's the Clips, man. I think it's the Clips.
It
Is
should be
Kendrick
the
Lamar?
Clips.
Is Kendrick Lamar gonna be there? Like, is he gonna be in full support? I mean, I think he has to because he swept last year.
I only think he goes if he's winning.
Or he's gonna win something, even if it's like an award that's not aired on TV. He's gonna win a
Yeah.
Grammy. Is he gonna win the biggest ones? I don't see him winning the biggest ones. I don't see him winning the biggest ones. You know, maybe Luther. Luther is like a magnificent, like classic record. Like that song. Maybe that I could see that maybe taking either the record or song of the year. I could see that happening. It'll be a big moment for SZA too. But as far as the album, I don't see it taking a rap album. I want Clips. I want the Clips to win. I think the Clips. It's deserving. I feel more, especially the storyline behind it and everything that they've done, coming back so
going to
many
the
years
cathedral,
later.
Going to the Roman Catholic Church too.
And Kendrick kind
in
of
the
gets,
Vatican.
doesn't he kind of get an award if they win? Because he's on the album.
Yeah.
He probably gets a trophy. He gets something.
Yeah, he does.
He gets half a
Because
trophy.
he's a contributor.
They give him
Everyone
a,
that contributed
a little
gets
mini
it.
one that we could put in his pocket or something.
No, it counts as a Grammy. If you've contributed on the album and wins album of the
get
year,
some
you get
shit,
a
bro.
Grammy. Yeah.
You get a fucking.
So do you guys think Kendrick is winning too much? Like, are you like feeding into that dumbass narrative people are saying on the internet?
I mean, it depends. Like, if the Grammys make him sweep again this year, I feel like something about it feels like overkill. Like, okay, like what? And it's also what's the peer group that's voting, right? It's the peer group.
Well, the peer group nominates. Remember, it's the board that decides.
The board votes, but the peer group nominates?
Yeah. Because we looked it up last year. If it's the same rules as last year, then that's what it is.
I know, shout out to Riggy. I know some people at the Grammys. I would love to try to interview them, even if it's via Zoom, before the Grammys happen, to kind of ask them some questions regarding to the Grammys and the process. That'd be fire to have, as content. But leave a comment below. What's your predictions? Do you see GNX winning everything? Right? What's your take? I think the Clips got it, man. I'll give it to the Clips. I'll give it to the Clips.
In my ideal world, I'd give it to the Clips. Album of the year is Bad Bunny. But I don't see that happening. Because the thing is, like, when it comes to the Clips thing, I really think this is what's going to happen. They're going to give Kendrick Rap Album of the Year because they're not going to give him Album of the Year. And that's what frustrates me is, like, there's too much politics still being played versus actual cultural impact. Because Vic is right. Bad Bunny's album, that's, like, our version of Parasite. Like, when Parasite won the Academy Awards and shit and the Oscars, like, that was huge for everyone. Like, oh, my God, like, Parasite won Best Picture of the Year, but it was because it was such an impactful movie. It's the same thing here with this album. Like, it may be a foreign album, but it's the most impactful album of the year for, like, a lot of Spanish people, a lot of people in America. So it should win Album of the Year, and then what should win Rap Album of the Year should be it should be the Clips album, but it's not. I have a feeling, bro, they're gonna fuck this up.
And what happened last year? Last year we had Kendrick Lamar performing at the Grammys. I mean, we had Kendrick Lamar performing at the Super Bowl. Week later, getting that Grammy award, taking it home. All right, I believe that's the dates, right? I think because the Super Bowl happens first. This year, I think Bad Bunny's gonna be at the Super Bowl performing, and then the week after,
You think he's gonna win?
he's gonna cross that Grammy stage, accepting Album of the Year Grammy.
That'll be huge.
I hope he gets
I think that's
it,
what's gonna happen.
but I don't know why. There's something in me that's saying that they're probably not.
They're gonna
give it
hoe
to
his ass. Yeah.
him.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. I think Bad Bunny got that. And if you don't listen to him, you don't understand him, then
That's fine.
this
You got a-
conversation's
you
not
got
for
a few
you. then.
months.
You know, yeah, you got a couple months to
You
check
To
it
learn
out.
Spanish, like he said.
That'd be crazy. Just to understand the whole album, that's a lot of dedication. But speaking of Kendrick Lamar, was Kendrick Lamar right this whole time? Kendrick Lamar said that the hip hop, he said hip hop died again. Hip hop died again. That was on the Chains and Whips verse, right, on the Pusha T album, Clips album, which is now not Grammy nominated for next year. He also said the party died. He wanted to let the party die. He dropped the whole song talking about the party dying. And now there's viral conversation all over the internet. We spoke about it last week, and people are talking about the hip hop genre right now currently feeling like it's dying, it's dead because the lack of mainstream hip hop presence, especially on the Billboard charts. Megan Thee Stallion was able to be top 38, number 38 last week on Billboard, but respectfully, Mrs. Stallion, no one's fucking talking about that song. I still haven't heard that song. The mainstream hip hop impact doesn't feel there right now, and the mainstream hip hop rappers are not dropping music, right? The Drake album keeps getting delayed. It might not even drop. Might drop next year. J. Cole's retirement album might drop maybe next year. We don't know what's happening with that. Kendrick Lamar's probably not dropping music anytime soon because his old music, his album from 2024, is getting nominated for Grammys in 2026. So it's like, if I'm him, you think about it, why would he kind of like drop more if that album is still
That's not his thing.
being
either.
placed in commercials, etc.?
Yeah, he's still touring on it. And it goes in Brazil like last month.
Exactly. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't need to really drop more music right now. But it's insane. The conversation keeps happening, and I see a lot of evidence of this where, for example, right, people are loving older music. On the top Apple Music streaming charts, we have Little Baby's freestyle, Little Baby's older
Classic.
songs, classic songs.
Classic.
We have Future and Drake's song resurfacing again, Wait For You, coming high on the charts on the streaming again. We also have this week Michael Jackson after the trailer. We're going to talk about the trailer soon. The Michael Jackson Thriller song is now in the top 10, the top 10 Billboard charts, right? So old music is getting more traction right now in the mainstream.
Max B gonna be trending.
Max B
Max B might hit the
streams
top
going
100.
up. Max B probably his streams are gonna go crazy again, right? And like I said last week, I don't think that there's bad hip hop music out. I think there's good hip hop music out, but there's not enough mainstream rappers really dropping the music, and it's rappers that people don't care much about, right? I love Westside Gunn. I love Freddie Gibbs. The Clips had an amazing beginning of the year. First
Joey
half
Badass
of the year.
had a solid album.
Joey Badass dropped.
Bad promo.
Right. Earl Sweatshirt dropped.
Mm-hmm.
There's rappers dropping albums, but they're not the mainstream big names that people would care about as much as they used to before.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, is there a bigger conversation to be had? Is there something else? Because there is a energy that does feel off about hip hop and rap. You know, me personally, I still listen to it all the time, but I do listen to a lot of Spanish music right now. I've been tapping into my Spanish music world, probably because I'm watching La Casa de Foca like a maniac. So I've been tapping into the Spanish music more than almost ever did. But do you think that hip hop died? Is hip hop dead? Right? And who can relive it if it's dead? People are saying, we need Drake. This is why we need Drake.
I saw that.
Right? And also people are saying, well, Kendrick kind of killed it by saying that it's dead. He put that energy out there multiple times, right? He's almost like a prophet, in a sense. It's like he knew, like, if I take out the big dog mainstream pop rapper Drake, everyone else falls off.
Yeah.
And which we were talking about during the beef, right?
Yeah,
that concept.
After, yeah.
But then now it happening, like statistically in the billboards and the conversation online, and people are like, damn, hip hop died. I'm like, damn, was Kendrick Lamar right this whole time? This motherfucker,
It's a murderer.
he might be Jesus.
He's a murderer,
He might be the black Jesus.
Yeah.
Did hip hop die, Noel?
I'll keep it a buck with y'all. Y'all need to go listen to our old podcast episodes because we talked about this and we said it. We had this debate, and I vividly remember saying this too. I'm like, this beef felt like Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Money Mayweather. I remember when that happened, and if like you watch boxing, you know this. Boxing went to hell after that fight because there was so much hype around this fight for so long.
My God.
Yo, bro, like it was the most at that time, and I think it still holds the record. It was like the most bought fight in like boxing history, and it was shit. It was a terrible fight compared to what we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
And after that, the sport went to hell, and Canelo was the only one really fighting big names and doing crazy shit and holding the sport alive. And I told you, I'm like, yo, like this is how this kind of feels like. There's so much fatigue. Like there's just like so much fatigue in music and specifically like rap music, and like niggas just don't want to talk about rap. Niggas don't want to talk about hip hop. Like it's just these two niggas, and that's all the conversation's about. And it's really like pushing niggas away, and shit's not in the mainstream. And I was remembering this the other day when I was on Twitter. Remember we went to go watch Lupe Fiasco talk at Brown?
Yeah.
And he made it distinguished. It'd be a great time to post this clip because he made it a phenomenal point. He said there's a fine difference between hip hop and rap. And he was like, hip hop is the culmination of black culture, from street to like spray painting, like street dancing, the different type of melodic raps you have, like Playboy Cardi, stuff like that. And then you have just straight rap. I think straight rap is fine. I think straight rap has been fine for a while now, like since Griselda was first dropping and all these niggas, like that boom bap, straight rap shit is fine. I think the problem is hip hop is dying. So like the culmination of like black culture is just not in the mainstream right now. And I think it's going to manifest itself in another way. Because black culture always does this. It just finds a new subject. So it went from the blues to rock and roll. And then we get rap music. And I probably got that timeline fucked up. But I think we are now seeing the shift to the next mainstream genre. But rap itself is fine. Like it's going to still be there. The same way rock and roll is still around. But there's no more mainstream rock and roll. There's no more Beatles. There's no more Metallica. Like you don't see that anymore. You don't see Nirvana. But you still see like there's still rap albums dropping. I think that's what's happening right now.
Maybe
100%.
Could it be then? Are we gonna go into the rock world
Imagine
with black rock stars and
that'd be crazy.
Hip hop rock, which technically already exists, right? Playboy Cardi wasn't nominated for the Grammy at all,
and had one of the biggest albums of the year.
had one of the biggest albums of the year.
Be quiet, Marlon.
Cry Me a River.
I think that Playboy Cardi's album is definitely worthy of Grammy nominations. For
I agree too.
sure.
At least for an alternative
Nomination.
nomination.
100%. He didn't get it. But Playboy Cardi, you know, if he's not getting Grammy nominated and he is extremely successful, right? NBA YoungBoy, not Grammy nominated, very successful, right? These are like two of the hottest rappers currently right now in this current climate. Cardi B's very hot, but Outside, one of her worst records, nominated for a Grammy, didn't make sense. But aside from that, let's stick in that rock world. You know, is that what's next then? And if it is what's next, then Playboi Carti technically would be the leader of that new sound, that new rock sound, right?
And just black culture in rock.
Yeah.
That rock star style, niggas wearing baggy clothes, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. That seems to be what the trend is, like vamp life, all that shit. And it seems like black culture is taking over that. It's just, what does that sound like? Who gets to participate in it?
And I think to be honest, I think as much as people feel like this conversation is like saturated and too much of it is happening, I do think it is a lack of a successful popular Drake, because I think a successful popular Drake took up so much of the market that it was insane. Even Drake's cosigns, Drake's features, kind of like the tree that he would create of, you know, culture in the moment whenever he would release, and it was successful. I think that is what we're lacking in that. Also, we're lacking collaborations, right? A lot of these rappers are beefing, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them are beefing with Drake. So that affects, I think a lot of things, right?
I also think social media, like TikTok. There's a reason why homeboy that, and I allegedly the one that bodied the young girl, I forgot his name, the black guy. David, yeah. David was making like that type of rock. Like that type of contemporary rock music, like that hits on TikTok. That does really well. So you also have to look at the times. Like when hip hop music was doing well, there was platforms and outlets for it to actually be moved. I don't think the outlets we have right now are really looking to that. I think it's looking to another sound.
Maybe he was the next one. Maybe he had to be the sacrifice.
Jesus Christ.
And now hip hop died. Not because he died, but because his career
is cooked.
Dead right now.
Dead.
Right? Damn, what was it? I had some good thoughts off the top of my head. I fucking forgot what the hell was I gonna say before you said David. But yeah, just those artists and what's happening right now with culture. You know, I think also we gotta realize there's a lot of things that happened, right? Pop Smoke died, Juice WRLD died, XXXtentacion died, Mac Miller died.
The next generation.
A lot of artists just died. Pop
Takeoff
Smoke
passed away.
Pop
so
Smoke.
Migos is no more.
Pop Smoke died. You know, Takeoff died. So technically, the Migos die. Excuse me. As far as existing, you know, there's no more Migos music. That affects a lot.
Yeah.
You know, because they each have their own ecosystem themselves, and when you combine them all together, and it's like, it's a part of the factor. And these are all really good artists. It's not like, oh, it's just some little random whatever came and went. You know, they cause impact, you know. So to this day, you see Juice WRLD, his fan base is extremely large. You would think sometimes he's still alive, the way that people talk about him sometimes. I think that affects stuff. Yeah. And I do think there's a lot of other rappers too that drop music that are near that mainstream high level, but it's not up to par. Little Uzi Vert, terrible album, right? Little Uzi Vert can get in his bag. We haven't gotten no Little Uzi Vert music that's been like really good, like in a little minute. It's been a while. Little Yachty drops, but Little Yachty drops and it's like there's no conversation around Little Yachty's music.
Yeah, people don't really fuck with it.
You know, that's Little Yachty though.
Yeah.
Also,
Little Yachty's more of an aesthetic.
Yeah. Also, Kanye West. Kanye West is now apologizing on his 100th apology tour. Right.
He went to the Jews this time.
He went directly to speak to a rabbi. There's a lot of things that are happening that when you take them onto account, I think that's why we get this energy that we're feeling, because we can't act like everything's normal when everything is not normal. A lot of people died. Kanye West is a mental health patient that needs help, and he's going, you know, he's affects culture, but then look what he's been doing.
He's the foundation of the modern sound.
Bro, Kanye West, the Vultures dropped 1, 2, and then where's 3? No one knows. Ty Dolla $ign dropped his album. No one cared about it. Now we have Ty Dolla $ign saying, oh yeah, I forgive him because he saw the rabbi video. Mm-hmm. So it's like, Ty, do you really forgive him? Or is it because you saw that your sales are low and people only fuck with you now because when you work with Kanye, that's what the attention that you get?
Yeah, but he should know by now that he's a feature guy. Give us features.
No, he's a feature guy, but he used to have solo albums like
oh no, for sure.
that
But
would
Yeah,
make,
solo
and his,
albums.
and his
His
mixtapes,
features- his
Beach House or Beach.
Yeah.
I don't know.
His
100%.
mixtapes used to go crazy.
Crazy. They used to go crazy.
Just keep giving us features, bro.
I think Kanye West is broke. I think that's why he's apologizing. That's why he's touring. And I think everyone else knows that Kanye West had the magic for many years. He's the foundation of modern sound. I think Vic's absolutely right. The fact that this thing is apologizing now, it just feels off. It's like, bro, we already got rid of you. Now you're coming back. It feels like there's like this desperate attempt to save the sound. And I think something else that we don't talk about a lot, the police. Niggas went to jail.
Yeah.
A lot of hot niggas went to jail. A lot of sounds got cooked by the hip hop police.
Little Durk's right now in jail. Who just came home? Someone just came home.
What's this nigga's name?
Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh
There we go.
Shiesty just came home. Right.
Young
rest in
Thug was in
peace.
jail that destroyed YSL.
Yeah, Young Thug was in jail. Also, rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Young Dolph
Young Dolph died.
died.
Yeah.
Right.
To street shit.
There's a lot of shit happening that we
Yeah.
have to take into account. That I think when you add it, it's like little small steps that add to like a big footprint. Like, damn, like this is why there's this energy in hip hop right now, more than ever before. Right. I think that's what it also can be. You know, you acquitted. What the fuck? Why am I drawing blank today? Acquitted to?
I know what you're trying to say.
What's the fuck is it?
Attributed to.
Thank you. I know it was a big A word. Attributed to. I think that's what all of that can be attributed to the reasoning why people are like, oh, hip hop's dead. I think that's what it is, really, too. Because we just forget. We go by life every day, et cetera, but it's like, oh, you look back, you know,
Things are
these
slowly
artists,
falling
these
apart.
artists are dying, you know, and then also it's like these artists that have the impact still, they do shit their own way. They don't even have features. They you know what I'm saying? Like they'll pull like a Tyler Creator, like they drop an album with no features, a surprise album while he's touring his old album.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like they do shit in their own world.
I also feel like social media is moving too fast. Like, no one ever talks about that enough. Like, you need to think about it the way I've always looked at it. Like, yo, it took us like 200, 300 years to get to a car, from like a carriage to a car. Like, it took a long time.
Yeah.
Bro, we're going from computers, like hunchback computers, to smartphones. These artists are being asked to consistently adopt to newer technology to be able to reach their fan bases. These niggas, some of these niggas can't do that.
Mhm.
Like, some of these niggas is dinosaurs. Like, you expect niggas to know how to stream, how to be on TikTok, how to push their music on IG and do all this shit. It's like, I could see a world where a nigga in his 30s, like early 30s, is like, bro, this is a lot to learn. And niggas talk about it all the time. Artists be like, yo, I got to figure out this social media shit. Bro, you grew up in social media. What do you mean you're trying to figure it out? But when you think about it, nigga, this shit's evolving every day.
Yeah. No, it's tough. It's tough out here. But leave a comment below. What do you guys think about hip hop? Did it die? What's the reasoning for this even to be in a conversation? Right? Nas said it years ago. The classic moment, right? Hip hop is dead. A whole fucking album about that idea. Right? But it's a completely different meaning from what what we see now today. I think we're in a different era right now. Well, I don't think Nas would say the same thing today. Coincidentally, I don't think he would say the same thing today.
Because rap music is making money.
Yeah, and there's artists out there. Usually, guys gotta just tap into them, that are actually rapping their ass off. Congratulations to JID getting nominated. I think that's very deserving. That's very dope of him. He earned that. That's a good ass album that dropped this
If y'all
year.
need help with social media, hit us up.
No, 100%, 100%. Also, again, round of applause. Max B's home. Max B's home.
The Silver Surfer, baby.
The Silver Surfer's home. Max B's home. Max B. It was like maybe 30 minutes after Max B got out of jail, and Max B was already inside of the clubs. He was already sweating inside the clubs with a beanie, drinking.
Louis down.
Allegedly. Let's not say drinking because he might not be able to drink. So let me not put that on his body. But he was at the Jets game,
I saw that.
and the Jets won.
Mm-hmm.
Because Max B was there,
Yeah. No, it's because Max B was there.
and they haven't won in a while. And
Bro, them niggas is ass this year, 2-7, but they won because Max was there.
Max B was there, so the Jets won. Right. He already got a bunch of jewelry by Eviante.
Bro, they will
Eviante.
put it on the jewelry while he's hugging French Montana.
Crazy.
Crazy, bro.
Crazy. Also, it's not too bad to come home to your best friend being married to the fucking Princess of Dubai.
It's crazy.
Being married to the Princess of Dubai.
Bring me a Dubai girl, Max. What is this? Yo, Max.
Max B is never going back to jail.
He's never going back to
no
jail.
No one that he ever knows, no one around them, none of them are ever going to jail for the rest of their life.
Never.
It's guaranteed. Like, this is like...
Bro, French got a cousin,
wow.
a sister, somebody waiting for him.
Bro, you know, Max B, as we're speaking right now, he might be on a camel, chilling. Like, going, you know what it's going from a jail to like camel within 24 hours? That's some next level shit.
Taking down the daughter of an oil rig owner.
Nah, that shit's crazy.
That nigga might own Real Madrid. He might own CNN, bro.
Listen,
whatever nigga's daughter he's fucking, that nigga's rich.
Max B's music was like that melodic rap where it was ahead of his time. That idea of, you know, just
a straight auto tune.
It was
singing.
almost like sexy drill, but in back in his day. Where the way he was talking about fucking bitches and this and that, but then with like the swag and like the energy,
saying that sexual shit, putting like thumb in her butt,
but then still respected by the streets and respected by the gangsters, the gangster rap crowd, and it was like on some New York shit. Like what the fuck? It was special. I think that sound still works today, and I think that Max B with the proper curation could drop a really good album this year, next year. I think that we could get a really good Max B comeback album. I think the Clips
with Cash Cobain,
Nas, etc., they're examples of that. That there's, you know, you can have, you know, a decade plus worth of trajectory or not having new music out, and you could come back and still have impact. But with who? You said Cash Cobain?
Yeah, put him on a Cash Cobain beat talking about, you know, drugs and fucking bitches and gangster shit, bro. That shit will hit, Vic. In New York?
Because I was trying to think about like who could he work with? Because obviously,
it gotta be Cash.
Clips did Pharrell. I don't know if I want Pharrell, Max B.
No, Max B.
Hit Boy is Nas. I don't know if I want Hit Boy and Max B.
Bro, Max B has porn star drug dealer music.
Yeah,
it's like
fuck your butt.
Yeah,
fuck your butt music.
Yeah, bro. Like he has songs saying literally, I wanna fuck you in the butt.
Yeah, fuck your butt.
Yeah, bro. Like. This nigga is sexy drill, bro. He has to link up with Cash Cobain. They gotta get together in the studio, get mad bitches, 4 a.m, eat them giant plates that nigga be eating. Them giant seafood boil plates. This nigga Cash Cobain be posting on IG at 4 a.m. and just make some fucking fire, bro. Shirtless together.
Max B and Swifty.
That would be crazy.
Max B and Swifty would be crazy.
That'll work. I'm telling you, bro. I see the vision, bro.
We're gonna meet Max B at the end of this month. Shout out to Frank at the Strand. We're gonna make sure to make that happen. Swifty, that'll be dope. We might as well bring him along with us, have him meet him. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Max B, Jim Jones. Will Jim Jones and Max B squash the beef? I do think that they will, though. Crazy. I think that they will because it's like
he fucked his bitch, bro.
Yeah, but it's like we reached a point now where it's like. Is so far removed from that, and I don't think Max B. I mean, by definition, you can't have that energy because if he has any parole, whatever the case may be, you don't want to violate probation, nothing.
I don't think Jim's that mature though. Jim's the nigga with money's dropping out of his pocket during interviews.
He squashed him and French are cool. They squashed the beef. Remember they had like a Instagram versus battle type shit that they were doing, like not a official versus, but their own versus, IG during the pandemic. I think if Jim Jones and French Montana squash the beef, I think we can also see a world where Max B squashes the beef.
That'll change the world, nigga.
That'll be crazy. That'll unify New York again. A lot of energy there. That'd be dope.
Because Jim is tapped in with the young nigga scene. He makes songs with a lot of them young niggas. That'll be crazy.
And Jim Jones has some good music right now. Like he sounds good right now. He currently sounds really good, Jim Jones. So
because Max B was what he was supposed to be what Gucci Mane was to Atlanta. He was supposed to be there for New York. So for Max to come back,
that's a good comparison.
Yeah, and to like push himself in the mainstream, like that'll be crazy, bro.
The Wave God's home.
New York might be back. We'll see.
The Wave God's home.
Before you continue,
go.
On go 24/7 with the 499. The biggest of the last generation died. The old ones became washed and controversial. There's a void.
I agree. We've said that before. That the young niggas died. No one took the mantle. And who was left with the niggas that were here before, and niggas started crashing out. Nicki's crashing out, Ye's crashing out, Drake's crashing out.
And look at Ski Mask or some guy and Trippie Redd.
Yeah, but they weren't even.
They're like, but they could have tried to carry it,
Yeah.
but they just didn't have like that sense of control or like consistency.
Yeah, like the others did.
Yeah, like X and Juice WRLD did. Like
Pop Smoke did.
they could have easily became the next versions of them, but God bless their hearts. Westside Gunn. I think everybody right now who really loves WWE and understands the culture and understands what Westside Gunn means to wrestling should boycott the WWE. There should be a boycott of WWE until they apologize to Westside Gunn. Westside Gunn, Griselda's.
You good, nigga? God damn, nah, nigga, drink some water, nigga.
I did that too hard.
You did that shit way too
I don't know
hard.
how he does that.
That nigga practices
God.
in the shower,
So you know
bro.
you're getting old, bro.
Damn.
That's when you know we get old.
Yeah.
They got Westside Gunn like 45, bro, doing that shit.
Westside Gunn, yeah, he might be 52, bro, but he looks 30. Like it's like he has like an old young nigga body. He's like a YN but an ON at the same time. Before I even say this, just know God is the greatest. Westside Gunn said in a new post. He says, for years, I mean, nobody with 2 feet has spent the amount of money I have supporting and pushing a brand I've loved since I could remember. I sat front row at every big show, literally. All the good times it brought to my life to the point that when I started making music, I incorporated everything like Wu-Tang did karate. I made people who hated the product watch it again, and I made it look cool. When at the time people thought it was nerdy, I've watched that same company sit countless of people next to me who's not even fans for real act like I didn't exist. I was threatened to take everything out of my music, which I only did to pay homage, or my whole catalog would be demolished. And everybody knows how hard I worked coming from Buffalo, New York, for me to get that threat for just supporting and being a real fan hurting me. And I stayed quiet and then still like a crazy man sat front row because I love the culture. I even just went viral for spending $500,000 on sweets. On my soul, I've only been respectful. I tried having conversations with one individual because he's causing all these unnecessary cases. And to be honest, he hates seeing a young black successful entrepreneur that could afford those seats and have to watch those chains dance across the screen to the point that Monday Night Raw starts at 8 p.m. I was kicked out by 8:03 after spending $5,000 for a seat plus travel, hotel, etc. in my own city for absolutely nothing. Damn, this happened in Buffalo? Wow. No lie, the kid in me heart broke that day.
Damn.
I put the billboard up, that $1 Million Man billboard up, which he loves. I want to push him to the culture because he deserves it, to show Virgil love for the culture. I get a letter saying, so I said, ... Okay, so I said, you know what? I'm going to show love only to the people that show love to me from now on. So you don't have to worry about me pushing that product over there again. And it's sad because I still love them. And but I have my own company, Fourth Rope. And yeah, we're the underdogs, but we love this shit. It's not about the money. We're going to keep pushing culture. And I'm honored to have Josh Bishop on the trilogy cover because he deserves it for believing in me from day one as my first official wrestler.
That's crazy. He sounds hurt.
So Westside Gunn says and claims that he was kicked out of a WWE actual match in his own hometown. And they were threatening legal action for his album covers that had WWE players, photos.
What?
So he had to remove the cover arts and he changed them to his own wrestler. He has his own wrestler and wrestling company called Fourth Rope. Now, I still stand by. I think that this is horrible and that we should boycott the WWE for this because, to be honest, he's not wrong. He made the WWE, he made wrestling cool again.
Yeah.
Him and Wale are a part of that, making wrestling cool again. He is one of the biggest WWE fans in the world. Everything that Westside Gunn does is wrestling related.
Yeah.
His entire brand, his
It's
essence
literally is wrestling.
is wrestling.
And the whole like entertainment component and like the acting and all
Bro,
that shit.
like everything, right? The one thing that I think maybe they might feel the worst about, and maybe that's why there's like legal action and all, they have to kick him out, maybe because he has his own company now, Fourth Rope. So now they see him as a competition, even though it's not the same level at all, but maybe that's what it is. Other than that, I don't understand it. It's, and like he says, there's been some stuff happening behind the scenes, but he's been quiet about it. He's been respectful, but he's still been going to the fucking matches and watching the Monday Night Raw and going there. I think this is horrible because the fact is this. We speak about it all the time. I love Travis Scott. I love Bad Bunny. Logan Paul. There's a lot of major celebrity collaborations and corporation into the actual wrestling world. The ones that make the most sense, though,
Are the ones that don't happen.
Westside Gunn, Wale. These are people that have supported wrestling their entire careers, and their brand is wrestling. Why not work with them? Why not collaborate with them? Why not make that happen? WWE's been on a roll recently. There's like a resurgence of the energy and the things that they've been doing, the documentaries. John Cena's retiring this year. There's a lot of great conversations around WWE. It's Hot Again is on Netflix. Why not work with Westside Gunn? Instead, they fuck up the relationship with him, kicking him out of a game. I keep saying game, but it's not a game. Kicking him out of his
event.
I think it was Monday Night Raw. Kicking him out of Monday Night Raw. Kicking him out of one of the actual matches at his in his hometown in Buffalo. That shit is crazy.
And what's crazy to me is like, bro, fuck this nigga's music. Westside Gunn makes phenomenal merch.
Yeah.
You got to get that nigga inside a creative room and restyle all your shit. Your belts, have Westside Gunn like actually create a belt, like redesign the
like a wrestling belt.
Yeah, redesign the WWE wrestling belt, bro. Make some new t-shirts. Like he could have done so much shit, bro, because Westside Gunn is notoriously known for actually having that artistic capability. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Until the WWE apologizes to Westside Gunn and they, retract everything and until Westside Gunn says it's okay to, I'm boycotting WWE.
Yeah, fuck that Cena fight.
I'm turning down, I'll watch highlights, maybe. Might not even watch highlights, but I think that's horrible. He was giving them free promotion.
Crazy free promo. Crazy.
Mad free promotion.
To the black community. That's just what it is, bro. Because if he was white, that shit wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, what the fuck is it going on, bro? That's nasty.
Nasty as fuck.
That's nasty. That's whack. That's whack. And I can tell that he genuinely means all this because anyone that just stays quiet about something like that for mad long, but then now it's like you reach a boiling point where it's
it got disrespectful then.
Yeah, bro. 3 minutes after the shift starts, you get kicked out in your hometown and they give you no reason. Come on. We know what this is without even saying it. Some bullshit.
And they knew he was coming. They did that to be petty.
Speaking of sports, right? Sports gambling scandals keep happening. Every single week is like another different sport and more fake games, fake actual scams and like betting situations happening back to back to back. We recently covered the Mafia NBA scandal and the FBI investigation. Week after that, we had Drake and Aiden Ross with the stake lawsuit happening, right, for misleading fans or false advertising to fans. Well, now we have multiple things happening again. First of all, we have the UFC, right? A lot of people are not speaking about this as much as they should, but this was a big story that I was kind of late to. But let me see right here. The UFC story. Goddamn. Where the hell is this shit at? Oh, right here. There's a big UFC scandal currently happening. Isaac in the UFC. November 1st, there was an event called the UFC Vegas 110. And this man, Isaac, matched up against Yadir Daval in a featherweight fight. Prior to the fight, this guy, Isaac, was a heavy favorite with a negative 250 in the money line. But in the lead up to the odds moved dramatically. His odds became less favorable while Daval's improved significantly. Betting alerts triggered. The UFC's integrity partner, IC360, flagged unusual action in the wagering of the fight and notified the UFC, right? The fight ended in the first round submission after DeVale defeated Isaac via rear naked choke at 3 minutes and 41 seconds of round 1. Immediately after the results, several sports books announced that they would refund the bets on the Isaac to win. The UFC released Isaac from the UFC. They dropped this guy, Isaac, after the actual fight. Promotion confirmed that they are cooperating with the FBI. UFC is cooperating with the FBI and continuing a formal investigation into the bout. Right? So the red flags was the odd movements in the favoritism and the odds moving. The prop bets on things like first round finish shifted markedly. These were type of bets that often raise integrity concerns whenever this happens. And what people didn't know that is there's no public concrete evidence yet that he intentionally threw the fight. But what made this shit go more viral was that there was actual other fucking people that came out after this talking about this being real. Like other UFC fighters came out saying that they were approached in the past and offered money to throw fights. So they're like, yo, yeah, like they believe that he threw the fight. I have some comments here. One guy right here, Groovy Lando, he said, fair. I was approached 7 times to throw a fight. My record reflects my integrity. 7 times. This woman said right here,
how much?
Little Monster, she said, yeah, people have approached me to throw fights also. My integrity could never. We've spent our lives learning skills and honoring the sport. Can't believe people compromise their morals like this.
Yes, you can, bitch.
Clearly they're not offering enough.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Victor Morales, good fighter. He said, all this throwing the fight stuff is crazy. I've been approached about doing it, and it's not something I could live with, even though I ended up losing that damn fight anyways.
Should have made some extra money.
No
buddy.
bullshit, bro.
He said that they asked him how much was he offered. He said pennies, considering how big of a deal it is. $70,000.
What?
See what I'm saying?
But you know what it is? Nah. But Mar, these niggas don't get paid a lot like they used to. Like back, remember?
Yeah.
UFC fighters used to get robbed. Like
Yeah,
Dana
but
White
don't
was
they have,
robbing
like,
these
don't
niggas.
Don't they have like brand endorsements and shit like that too, though?
Yeah, but that's like the bigger niggas. I remember this was a big thing for UFC for a while. They wasn't paying niggas well.
Here's Dana White talking about it.
IC360, and they are the best bet monitoring company in the business. They reached out to us and they told us that there was some unusual action going on with that fight. Do we know anything? We didn't. So what we did was we called the fighter and his lawyer and said, what's going on? There's some weird action going on in your bet, weird betting action going on in your fight. Are you injured? Do you owe anybody money? Has anybody approached you to, and the kid said, no, absolutely not. I'm going to kill this guy. And so we said, okay. The fight plays out and first round finich by rear naked choke. Literally, the first thing we did was call the FBI. So we called the FBI. I've met with the FBI twice today. People out there talking, oh, there's hundreds of fights under it. It's total bullshit. So this company, IC360, which is the best bet monitoring company in the business, we've been with them for years. And we get a report after every single fight that we do. So for anybody out there that's clickbait saying, oh, there's hundreds of fights, it's all bullshit. So when this did happen, a couple of years ago, whenever it was, that investigation is still ongoing, and now will be a part of this investigation too.
Directly talking to Cash Patel, I'm sure you do have a relationship.
Yeah, I talked to him this morning, but then we just had an office full of FBI agents in here. So if you try to do this, I've been very vocal and very open about this. We will be your worst enemy. We will immediately go after you, guns a-blazing, with the FBI and whoever else we need to get.
Wow.
And we will do everything we can to make sure you go to prison. You're seeing things out on the internet where like fighters are coming out and going, oh, I was approached. Really? Why didn't you tell us that? Or more importantly, why didn't you tell law enforcement that you were approached? Now you're saying that you were approached? It's like if somebody comes up and says, hey, I want you to rob a bank. I'm going to rob banks. Want to rob a bank with me? And you don't do it. What, you're not gonna tell law enforcement?
No.
They're gonna be approached now by the FBI.
Why would you?
So all these UFC fighters that came out saying, "Hey, I was approached in the past, to throw a fight. They were trying to offer me money." He's saying the FBI is going to interview them all now because they're all on social media talking about it, etc.
Of course.
But I do see it. I agree with Dana. Why speak about it now? Like, are you guys clout chasing? Like, I get it, like being a part of the conversation, but that is a big deal. Like, you should notify the UFC if this was happening, unless
you were actually interested,
or
you did it,
or if it was someone maybe in the UFC that was like offering them the money. Maybe Dana didn't know. Maybe it's a UFC, you know what I'm saying, affiliate or some shit. Whereas like they felt like, hey, let's not talk about it no more.
But the thing is, niggas don't like problems, bro. Yo, let's be real. That's a normal thing in life. Niggas don't like problems. If a nigga approached you on some crazy shit, Vic, you're not calling the police. If someone's like, yo, Vic, I need you to do X, Y, and Z or some illegal shit, you're not going to call the cops, Vic.
You're in the middle of everything now.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy to just shut up and move and walk away.
And the thing is, Dana White wants to close billion-dollar deals, right? The UFC keeps getting resold to bigger deals, and like he's a genius businessman. It keeps being able now to like be viewed more. UFC, the streaming world for UFC keeps growing. What can't you do is fuck up the integrity.
Yeah,
that's what's the most valuable thing. Because now people are gonna joke about saying like the
UFC's
same way,
rigged too, just like boxing.
With every sport, people say the fight's rigged. It's a joke, but people get frustrated, feel that way. Now we have proof of possible fights being rigged or people trying to rig fights, like officially. Then it's like, oh, what the fuck? People are peeling the curtain back behind the scenes to see the truth of what's happening. This is crazy, and it's also gotten now to your favorite sport. Batting balls.
Nah, yeah, I seen the
baseball. Breaking news yesterday. Pablo Torre posted that the Department of Justice has officially charged 2 Cleveland Guardians pitchers, Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Class A, in sports betting and money laundering conspiracy. According to the federal indictment, Class A's knowledge and approval, Better 1 and Better 2, and other bettors use this information to place over 100 fraudulent pitch speed and ball HBP straight bets and parlays on Class A's pitches on the betting platforms.
Yeah.
At one point, per the indictment, Class A tried to throw a ball, but the batter swung, resulting in a strike.
Mm-hmm.
Better 1 allegedly texted Class A with a gif of a man hanging himself with the toilet paper. Class A replied to the gif with a gif himself of a sad puppy dog face. The Guardians won that game. Crazy.
Because they were
what the fuck?
So basically, they were betting on the first pitch to be a certain outcome. If I remember correctly, a lot of it was balls, and they were like pulling up the highlight reels. Bro, this nigga's throwing crazy ass pitches on the first pitch. So for the fans, they're like, oh, he's ruining the integrity of the game. This one's a little different because you need 4 balls to walk someone. He's betting on the first pitch. So what he was doing was he was throwing it like crazy on the first pitch, and then he pitched normally. I knew he was cheating. I mean, I knew he was gambling because there was some pitches, bro, where it was like, you didn't even try to throw this. And it was like back to back to back. But then you strike the batter out. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, you suddenly got your control back. They're going like, bro, they're about to like face 64 years, like up to 64 years, according to the Attorney General. Yeah, no, they're screwed. But I feel bad because when I was looking at the reports, they were saying max they were making like 70 bands. That's how much they make in a game. So I don't know if this is a case of like they're gambling addicts.
Yeah.
And I personally don't believe a gambling addict should get 64 years in life. Like for 64 years in prison. That's crazy to me.
But then at the same time, a gambling addict shouldn't be in the fucking MLB.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be in any league.
Yeah.
At that point, you're going to have to get them out of the fucking sport.
Yeah.
Ban them from the sport. Because if it's like, okay, you don't do jail time, but you're an addict. We're going to get you rehabilitation, therapy, etc. Get you some help. But you can't fucking come back here. Because once an addict, you can possibly become an addict again. Who's to say that you're going to ever be trusted by any organization?
Yeah.
Like, this is something where, at the end of the day, the real ultimate solution to all this, and a lot of people don't want to say it or face the truth, but is completely eliminating sports betting. Because once you do that, the integrity of the game is fully back.
Yeah.
But right now, people are always going to say, hey, this is fishy. This is fishy. This is fishy.
Yeah.
There's too much money in this shit for it to just go one day here, one day gone. So I think something's gonna happen soon. Prop bets, smaller type of bets, the fantasy bets, all that shit's gonna leave. I think that's what we're gonna see at least because, bro, something's gonna have to happen. This is too. God forbid, I think we're gonna see one soon. Watch before the FIFA comes, the World Cup comes, we're gonna see a big soccer scandal. It's like it's not a coincidence.
I mean,
bro.
it's
every
happened,
sport,
it's
every
happened,
week.
It's happened before with referees.
Referees.
And I tell you this: the ones that have quote unquote gotten, caught or were caught in a scandal or whatever, in some countries were murdered.
No, yeah.
Wait
No,
a
he's
minute.
not joking.
Say that
I'm
again,
being
Mars.
dead
Say that
ass.
again with your face. Wait a minute. What?
Some referees that have called like certain games or whatever, or have been caught in certain things. If they got lucky, they got they got jail time or whatever, or they got their
Some
ass
got
beat.
killed, bro.
Some of them got murdered.
Vic,
What the fuck?
soccer is like funded.
They don't play that
my
shit.
God.
Like the government's involved with a lot of these soccer teams. Like Spain's involved
They
with
don't
Real
play that
Madrid
shit,
and
bro.
stuff.
Fuck that.
Barcelona. Like this stuff is real, bro. You don't know, bro.
They don't play with
No,
that.
yeah, bro. There's a lot of
Bro,
government corruption
Listen,
around
there's-
soccer.
Bro, there's so many death threats. There's so many
Yeah.
like people waiting for you, this and that, blah, blah, outside.
Mm-hmm.
Not only for referees, but also like players and shit. But there has been instances of people getting killed.
Bro, like European economies are
God.
built on soccer teams. I won't lie to you though. Like, I get where Vic is coming from, and I agree. My thing is like Marloon's right. Betting will still happen.
100%.
Bro, bookies will,
It was
will come back.
It was happening before fucking all this online shit existed.
Bro, the mob was a real thing. The mob was the one dealing with a lot of these bookies.
All the
situations.
underground shit.
Thank you.
Don't come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's never gonna go away.
My thing is that I get what Vic
It's
is saying.
just be more dangerous.
Yeah, be more dangerous so you have less niggas taking the risk.
Yeah.
And it's still gonna be around. I do agree, like someone said this on Twitter, just centralize it back to Vegas like you had it before and in the reservations. So gambling can only be done if you're on a reservation or if you're in Vegas. Because bro, Vegas is dying. I don't know if y'all seen the news. Vegas economy's collapsing. Like right before our eyes. They're getting less traction, less people are going because everyone's just betting on their phones or online. Niggas don't go to Vegas no more, bro. It's a mess over there, bro. They don't know what to do. They have all these
Hopefully-
casinos and
I mean,
no one's going.
over
Hopefully
here-
they lower the prices and I'll go.
Prices what?
Of whatever the fuck they got going on over there.
Yeah, okay.
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 Over here, even Bally's over here in Rhode Island, like they switched it. They didn't switch, but they added the online betting
They had to.
as well because they said they had to. Like that's where the kids were. Like I remember having conversations with them about that before it happened. Like in the meetings that they were having, like, hey, like yeah, we gotta do this because everything's online, etc. And I'm like, yeah, I told them like that's what you got to meet them where they're at if you guys want to exist. And they've done it. I think it's been really successful so far. So, are you addicted to sports gambling? Leave a comment below. We'll get you guys some help. Seriously, I'll get you some help. We'll find a way to give you some help. So leave a comment. Don't be afraid or ashamed.
I hate losing money.
Yeah. Michael Jackson is back,
What?
but not really. I believe his nephew, right?
It's his nephew.
His nephew. People are like, oh my God, I forgot. I didn't know it was his nephew. Michael Jackson's actual nephew, Bloodline.
And this got announced in 2023.
Yeah, is playing Michael Jackson in a brand new Michael Jackson movie coming next year. They just dropped the official trailer. We have how many views? Let's look at it. Mar, I can't see.
16 point something mil.
Nah, it's a subscriber count.
Oh,
Wait, no. Let's find the official one. There's one that has way more.
There it is, 10 million.
No, there's one that has even more, guys. There's one that has like 100-something million. Let's see. Maybe if I organize it by view count.
I think you're lying.
Why you
You
always
lying.
lying? You
Oh
gotta
my
write Michael
God.
Jackson new movie
trailer.
trailer, bro. They got too many videos, bro. You're gonna be scrolling for days.
Or maybe it's like what's it called? Like everything together. But I saw an
you
online
might-
report
you
that
might-
said 150
You
million
might have
views.
just seen a short.
Yeah, I saw an online report that said 150 million views. But obviously, if we're talking about across social media, the Michael Jackson trailer has gotten hundreds of millions of views across social media. I saw a report that said the trailer itself had like 150 million in like 2 days or something
just go
like
to
that.
the Universal YouTube.
But we'll just watch it here. I will say this much. I'm excited as fuck for this movie. I haven't been excited for a movie like this in a while, probably since Fast and Furious 11. No, just kidding.
No, I'm about to spit on you,
Nah, I'm
bro.
just
When
kidding.
they're chasing down the atomic bomb.
No, I'm just kidding.
That shit doesn't even exist.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? No, I watched the recent one. That shit was ass.
I haven't been
10.
excited about a movie.
Marlon, that shit was ass.
I
like
know
this
it was.
since-
I'm not
okay.
Niggas
defending
is
it.
chasing an atomic bomb through the streets
I'm
of
not
like
defending
Rome,
it.
bro.
I'm not defending it.
Last time I was this excited for a movie, it was Jumanji 2. I love Jumanji 2. Just kidding. No.
Nigga be lying.
Biopic. This is gonna go down. This might go down as the greatest. I hope it goes down as the greatest biopic of all time. I think it has every like card in place for it to be. You have the actual family, the nephew playing him. So no matter how people feel, does he look like him? Does he not look like him? We're gonna talk about it now as we watch it. And we're gonna react to it for the first time, me watching it fully. But it's like this is a bloodline. Like this, so it's like no matter what, he looks good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like he could look not like him, but if his actual bloodline is.
I've seen videos. He's as talented as him. Like not as talented as him, but like he got talent. He could sing, bro.
So let's watch it here. This is the trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic movie called Michael.
I know you've been waiting a long time for this.
Lionsgate.
The tracks are made.
Is that Quincy? That's Quincy Jones already? Got a Quincy Jones right there in the cut. Looks like Quincy Jones.
Made.
Same bucket hat.
The songs are ready. Let's take it from the top.
Woo! Got the mama say mama kusa on the fucking on the wall.
That's hard.
Mama say mama kusa.
That's hard.
That's how you spell that shit. I don't even know how you spell kusa. That's how you spell kusa. Imagine that's the real notes, because some people have the Michael Jackson notes. That'd be dope if they had the real Michael Jackson notes in the movie.
Crazy.
The same producer that made Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, I love that movie, Bohemian Rhapsody. I think it portrayed that man's drug addiction really well. The leader of the band, I forgot. Fuck, I'm drawing a blank, but good ass movie. Bohemian Rhapsody. Queen, the Queen movie, the Queen band.
This is your story.
Antoine Fuqua.
Honor your past.
Okay, so that's I'm also pausing it just in case we gotta avoid some copyright infringement. But so this is what the Fab Five. This is a Jackson 5 right here.
Yeah.
That's a young
Is
Michael.
that Nia Long?
Leon Long on the table?
Yeah, bro.
Let me
Keep
see.
going. The mom. Nigga, is that Nia Long? Yeah, that's Nia,
Nia
Long.
Long. It's Nia Long. Wow.
Like
Nia
Michael
Long.
Jackson's mom?
That's a big role, Nia. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's dope.
Hey.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. The stage right there looks like Michael. Got the Michael fit.
And embrace.
Nah, he looked just like
that
that
looked
nigga
just like Michael right there when Michael crossed
Oh
the
my
stage.
God. Holy shit.
That's good. That's good.
Nigga, that's his twin, bro.
That's good.
Embrace the future.
Human Nature. Quincy Jones again.
That's what people want.
Wow. That's the Thriller. That Thriller shit look identical. Damn. They probably did it on the same street and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like the same building.
What people want.
Wow. Oh, got the Bloods and the Crips. We got the Bloods and the Crips. We're in for a classic.
Remember.
We're in for a
He's a
fucking
Blood.
classic.
He's a Pyru, bro.
He was a Pyru.
He's a Pyru, bro.
I thought he was a
Allegedly.
Crip. Michael Jackson was a Crip. Now you guys.
I thought it was a Pyru.
I'll tell you as much.
I don't know what he was. Bro.
I remember.
Just
I
still
remember
listen.
the story of the Beat It, Just Beat It music video, and then I heard that they actually had actual gang members, Blood and Crips gang members. It wasn't just actors; he had real ones there on the set for the video. That's some legendary
That's
shit.
some legendary shit.
For one of the biggest songs of all time,
He's got some street niggas up in here.
and they're
Beating
doing
on
it.
niggas.
They're doing it again. They're doing it again here. It
So that's
seems
what
like
you meant by beat it?
Beat It, Just Beat It. You know,
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
unifying gang culture right there. That's beautiful right there. Oh, what's this actor? I've seen this actor before. With his horrible nose. What's this? God damn.
God bless.
Who's this guy?
I think he's the lawyer.
And it's like a fast trailer because so much happens back to back that you gotta like pause these scenes. But I've seen him before. Damn, what's his name?
Nah, yeah, he's a famous actor. I forgot his name too.
Damn.
Big ass Jewish nose. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Nah, he's portraying a Jewish person, if I remember
That
correctly.
guy before him looked like an albino black dude.
You're hilarious.
Miles Teller. I was literally gonna say that the movie. What's that movie? Not the
Yeah,
pianist.
you just said Miles
No,
Teller.
it's not the
Not the pianist. What's the movie called? That crazy movie that he was in.
the
he
one with
was
the
a-
drums, right?
Yeah, the Whiplash.
Whiplash. There we go. Yep,
Whiplash.
He looks like he loves
Classic.
black women.
Like he what?
Loves black women.
You're crazy.
You know, like that one white guy that
That-
just loves black women.
The white guy that's
Like,
invited to
yeah.
the barbecue.
Yeah.
I forgot this guy's story,
I
Well,
think
he-
he's the lawyer.
but he definitely is someone significant. I mean, what am I doing? I have the fucking world in my hands. Why not read what he plays? He plays John Branca. John Branca was Michael Jackson's attorney.
Told you, yeah. He was he's that famous.
John
attorney.
Branca's still alive.
Yeah.
He's still alive. He was the co-executor of the estate of Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson estate. He is currently the co-executor of the Michael Jackson estate and the chairman of the Michael Jackson Company. God damn.
He don't play around by Mike, bro. They
He's
had a
represented-
strong relationship.
Represented over 30 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, including the Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, the Bee Gees, and the Doors. Oh, this is one of the biggest attorneys in the history of life. Wow, that's a big role. Miles Teller.
Said he
I'm
was
pretty
in,
sure
in
his
Whiplash
character.
and the Bad Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, the Bad Fantastic Four movie. He was
Yeah,
in that
that's
too.
true.
I think the Jewish guy in The Sopranos is based off of this guy in real life. Because they had
John Branca.
yeah.
No, he killed that. He's gonna kill this then. Michael Jackson in a meeting. Look at that. Look at that. With his orange juice.
It's crazy.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Michael Jackson with the crowd. These jackets is fire though. These jackets look like the real Michael Jackson
That shit is
jackets. We gotta
crazy.
bring them back.
They might have got that shit from his closet, bro.
Woo! The socks is crazy.
Nah, they probably did, bro. They got this shit from the estate.
Q.
Because the estate had to
Can you
approve
lower the
this.
lights for me, please?
Q. Can you lower the lights for me, please?
Sounds
Bro, he
just
sounds
It
like
sounds like
him.
Michael Jackson.
He
Sounds
sounds like
just
him,
like
bro. He got the nose.
His
the face.
nose here.
It looks like it. Trust.
Is what
Look it up.
started it all.
It looks like it.
Man, they might have added too much to the nose.
Nah, the Michael's nose
he
was
had a
big in
big
that
nose,
time
bro.
period.
He
bro.
had
Look it up.
he had a big nose, but do you think it was this big?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
When he was dark, it was this big.
Knowing how Michael was and shit like that, bro, Michael probably had
His nose
measurements
thinned
of
out
his
when he got
shit,
the
bro.
surgery.
But if this is his nephew's actual real nose, fuck it. I don't know if that's a prosthetic.
It might be a prosthetic.
I gotta be a prosthetic.
And then maybe the real nose is the next nose.
Yeah, the
also,
one after the surgery.
we'll see. Let's keep playing the trailer. I don't see if there's any signs of it.
But remember,
Quincy Jones. Sounds like Quincy Jones,
No, it
too.
sounds just like
This
fucking
guy
Quincy
killed this
Jones.
shit.
He killed that
Fuck.
shit.
in here, keep those feet still, my man.
That laugh is crazy.
Michael! Are you kidding me,
When
bro?
does this shit drop?
April 23rd next year.
Damn.
The entire world is going to the movie theaters April 23rd to watch
this
this
shit,
Michael
bro.
Jackson movie.
100%.
Guaranteed. This feels like one of those special moments, like the first Avatar, Black Panther. Like this feels very special. This announcement and everyone's excitement after this. Like I said, Michael Jackson's now on streaming high. Thriller's top 10 song in the country, and it might keep going higher. And there's other Michael Jackson songs climbing the charts again. And I think it's also tied to this trailer and the effect of this trailer. People are excited about this movie. Michael Jackson on TikTok is always viral. Kids discover Michael Jackson every day on TikTok. It's insane. I can't wait. Now, how hard are we gonna go? I hope this movie's fucking make it 4 hours long. Are we gonna see the white Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
Are we
did.
gonna
The-
are we
the
gonna
trailer
see
showed it.
where? Was a white? Where was he white? He wasn't white in this.
Go back. I'm
No.
pretty sure there was a point. No, like
No, not
in the
yet.
end, in the end.
Not yet. Not yet.
Keep going.
Oh,
Right
right
there.
there.
Yeah, right there,
Hold
bro.
up.
I know I wasn't bugging. Michael's whiteness was kind of early. Keep going.
I think right at the end.
Right at the end. Right there. There
Right
it is.
there.
Yeah, with the nose and everything.
Wow.
I knew I wasn't bugging. Remember, bro, I think the whiteness came in like the 90s with the last good album he dropped.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I hope that we go into that in the movie, like that we see, like
You think they're going to talk about it?
they have to. You have to
About
talk about
it.
You have to. Oh, but the maybe yeah. If I'm them, I would do it too. Like the allegations that he was dealing, maybe put him
The
in
child
court.
holding the child over the balcony.
All that.
That'd be crazy.
Was it blanket holding blanket over the balcony?
Mhm.
Wasn't it his son? Was it the blanket
I think
son?
it was blanket.
Blanket.
Yeah.
This shit has to be good because the Michael Jackson estate is very
Meticulous
serious and
about
meticulous
his
about
business.
everything
Someone
that has
said-
to do with Michael Jackson.
Someone said to remember that this is a 2-part film.
What?
2-parter?
That's what someone said. They said, so if it does well, we will get the next one.
The next one has to be how it's like deteriorated because of the accusations and the battle with Sony. That would be crazy.
Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5 fucking movies.
Yo, you give me a cinematic version of him fighting Sony and going through that mental health shit.
I'll tell you this much. If
I'll
there was a
watch.
Michael Jackson show where like every episode is like more and more and like a show actually breaking down Michael Jackson's career and Michael Jackson's life,
But honestly,
that'd be crazy.
But honestly, though,
That'd be crazy. Like
Okay,
what's a similar show? Like almost like I don't want to compare
Wu-Tang?
it, but like yeah, maybe like the Wu-Tang show or maybe like what's that show? The fucking the one where
They got a show when he goes in and just starts buying everything.
when they document the lives of the murderers. The recent one I watched,
oh, the guy who
the
skins
Ryan
people?
Murphy shows, Monster.
Yeah,
But like the show of stop the camera, Mark. The show of the Versace show. I think it was on FX. The Versace show detailing and documenting the life and story of Versace and like how he lived and
Mhm.
how he got killed and all that stuff. But
But-
then again, the Michael Jackson death. How are they gonna approach that? Are they
I-
gonna approach it as a murder by the doctor? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they?
I don't think we're getting that. We're not getting that far.
My thing is like, there's a lot of controversy with Mike even before the death. Like, how do you deal with his like upbringing? The narrative was that the dad was abusing
him?
the fuck out of them. So, are you gonna cover the abuse?
They should. They better
There's
show
songs
everything,
like
bro.
Mike is talking about it, like the one where he killed his pet rat. I think it was. It was like a pet he had. He made a song about it, and like it just like it's in the music. So how do you like not talk about it?
This is the greatest artist of all time, Michael Jackson. There's no one greater, no one bigger. I'm excited for this. But it's gonna be a moment. It's gonna be a moment. I hope that it's multiple parts. I feel like we're not gonna like
You
get
can't cover all of it in 4 hours. If you're actually gonna cover it, you can't.
enough. I don't know.
The Sony battle and his death is like 2 hours alone. That shit was huge, Vic. His fall off, that shit was
And
insane.
how many music videos are we gonna get? We saw Thriller in there. We saw Beat It. Right, there was another one with the white backdrop. I think was that Billie Jean.
Mm-hmm.
Might be
think so.
Billie Jean
Are they gonna cover
with the blue backdrop.
the world song? Are they
We
gonna do
are
that
the
scene? We are the world. Are
world.
they gonna recreate the We Are the World scene? That was a huge moment in music history. Are they gonna talk about the Prince beef and all the times that they were fighting? Niggas was fighting at the
Imagine-
fucking award shows.
Imagine
Are you gonna cover the Prince beef?
Who's gonna play Prince?
That would be crazy.
Imagine Michael and Prince, like a quick scene of Prince, like seeing Michael Jackson at the red light and pulling the window down. What's up, bitch?
Bro,
Fuck you.
dumb
Like a
niggas
quick,
was
like
tossing-
whoa,
Yeah.
like it was on site.
it was on site.
At one point, it was on site.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is part of Mike's story. This is part of the music. It's the Prince beef. So, are you gonna cover it? Are you gonna actually put Prince there? What would the Prince estate say about that? This is gonna be
Yeah.
crazy.
And Antoine, the director of this movie, why is that so familiar to me? He did let's see right here. I know I'm not crazy. This director of the Michael Jackson movie is the same man behind. Wasn't it the Dr. Dre movie he did? This is the same
I think
man
so, yeah.
behind Training Day, The
Wasn't it Niggas with
Equalizer.
Attitude too?
He did The Equalizer,
Okay.
classic movie. Training Day, classic movie. A bunch of Denzel Washington movies. Tears of Sun, Emancipation, which was the Will Smith comeback slave movie.
Yeah,
On
that shit
Apple.
was so bad.
But the cinematography was pretty clean, black and white. Okay,
Terrible concept.
it's a. Oh, is this the man? Also, he's involved in the Stand, the new. Oh, he's one of the people involved in the Stand, the new Eminem documentary that came out this year. I gotta still watch it because no
Yeah,
one's
I still
talking
haven't
about it.
seen it either.
I still gotta watch it because no one's talking about it. Yeah, no, he has a good track record. Obviously,
see.
he has to know what the fuck he's doing. If not, they wouldn't put him involved in this. But this is gonna be the biggest moment of his career.
They might not show the ugly though.
They might not show what?
The ugly.
They might not.
I feel like they have to, because if they don't, people are gonna be also like upset. Like,
Yeah.
it's not reality. You
'Cause
have
you
to
just-
show reality.
You're just like kind of glorifying Mike at that point.
Are they? Yeah, but are they saying that this is a biopic or no?
It's a biopic.
Are they though? Are they saying it?
What do you mean? No, it's a biopic.
Biopic. It's not a cinematic representation. It's a biopic.
Jafar Jackson plays Michael Jackson. Miles Teller plays John Branca, the attorney. Kat Graham plays Diana Ross. Coleman Domingo, I love Coleman Domingo, plays Joe Jackson. Oof. Barry Gordy is played by Lorenz Tate. That's a big role for Lorenz Tate. Derek Luke plays Johnny Koch. Nia Long plays Katherine Jackson. That's what Michael Jackson's mom. Kendrick Sampson plays Quincy Jones. Laura Harrier plays Suzanne. Giuliano Valdi plays Michael Jackson as a kid. That's the kid. That's the kid actor. Okay. LaToya Jackson's in this movie. They're saying Teresa Palmer. Dick Clark gets played by Kevin Shanique. Ryan Hill plays Tito Jackson. Liv Simone plays Gladys Knight. Listen, this is gonna be crazy. That's all I'll say. The guy playing Quincy Jones, I know he looks so familiar. He was in Insecure. He was that love interest in Insecure. Handsome ass guy.
Yeah, I know he is.
If he's from Insecure.
Good ass actor.
Yeah, he knows a good ass actor. Damn. I'm excited for this, man. This shit is one of those special moments. The fact that they did this. This is one of those movies that easily could have had the opportunity to just be canceled. They could have canned it because it's so special.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like everything about it has to be perfect for them
Too
to
much
nail
money
it.
involved too.
Too much money involved. Like let me see the budget. Do they have the budget revealed yet?
Bro, you didn't see that the his nephew went
Probably
viral
not.
on Twitter because he disappeared 2 years ago.
Just to play this. He
Just to play
disappeared
his role.
from no one saw him.
For 2 years, bro.
Yeah, the actor that plays Michael Jackson, no one saw him for
Got
like
off the
2
internet.
years. He got off the internet, disappeared, and I think he locked in to play this role because this is like you have to make this. You have to become Michael. He might just become Michael. He might have method acted now to the point that he's just Michael Jackson every day. The budget is reportedly, according to online, $155 million to make this movie. Right? They're definitely making that back.
That's kind of low.
Of course.
I think this movie makes like $1 billion plus.
No, I think this is gonna be the highest gross movie ever. It's gonna be bigger than Endgame. It has to be bigger than Avatar. Bro, we talking about Mike. Niggas in Asia are gonna watch this shit. Niggas in South America, Europe.
Do you guys like the name? Michael.
If the theory is that there's a second part, yeah, because they're saying the second part is called Jackson. That'll be hard.
Oh.
That'll be hard.
Damn.
That'll be tough.
That's tough.
This would be the greatest.
tough.
Bro, I think this shit's gonna break records.
Bro,
tough.
They're perfectly set up for no failure if they go.
Wow,
in that route, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
tough.
Because every movie we've seen about Michael at this point has been documentaries trying to reveal shit. It's the first time we get to see the whole thing cinematically. Presented to you in an artistic way. Like, niggas are gonna run to see this, bro.
And I hope they keep it pure like movie theater.
Yeah.
Like no Apple TV,
No
no
streaming
Netflix, like random collaboration.
Fuck that. This shit needs to be an IMAX, nigga. I need
Yeah.
to see the Thriller face on IMAX, nigga.
You need to see him do the and that shit
yeah.
almost touch your face.
Yes, bro. I gotta smell his gooch. Like the air gotta breathe in my face, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Poke
I'm
your
gonna
eye real
cry.
quick.
I'm gonna cry watching this movie. I just know I am. I watch old Michael Jackson performances and just cry just watching the shit. It's like unbelievable. This is special. It's special, man. We spoke about hip hop dying. Outkast. Speaking of legendary people, round of applause for Outkast, who just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Outkast, Andre 3000 and Big Boy, legendary, one of the greatest rap groups of all time, one of the greatest rappers, both individually of all time. Andre 3000 choked up and got teary-eyed during the speech, speaking about Jack White's quote about it all starts in one small room. It started in one small room. And it's crazy. And Andre 3000, I think he's just reflecting now and looking back at his career, right? He's reached a legendary status. They've reached a legendary status to the point that they're now inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And people are still, begging for a new Andre 3000 album, Andre 3000 music, Outkast album. But they're being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think that cements it for them to like, we don't even gotta drop nothing else. Why are we gonna drop more music if we already getting inducted into shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're in Hall of Fame type shit. Like,
It's moved past you.
you know, and then that's why we got this guy doing flute albums, trumpet albums. We might get a
Piano
103,000 piano. We might get a guitar album by 103,000 next year. He doesn't give a fuck at this point. Because it's like,
shit.
yeah, they've done their job as far as the impact in culture. And Donald Glover presented the award. He inducted them. He was the one inducting them, which is dope to see.
What did you think of Doja doing the performance?
Doja Cat, Tyler the Creator were among the performers honoring them, performing their songs. I think Tyler the Creator killed that shit. I think Doja Cat was good, but Tyler the Creator specifically killed that shit.
Yeah,
He was made for that. Like that was insane. He definitely gives me like Andre 3000 Babies. Like he's one of those people I can tell he was influenced by. KWAME and just in general everything that they've done project wise. People were confused, some people online, as they always have these comments. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Why Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I think Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because rock and roll predates, you know, hip hop, etc. So it's like for them, there's no hip hop necessarily like Hall of Fame awards to this level. I don't know of any.
Me neither.
I think they're just doing the Hip Hop Museum in New York. I think it might open next year or something like that. Like they're just starting all that. There should be.
Yeah. Also, hip hop, rock and roll's older. Like it's had more of a historical impact, like longevity wise. Like,
Yeah.
bro, niggas was listening to rock and roll like in the 60s, 50s. Like that shit was a part of so many historical like wars and movements in American society, counterculture movements. So I definitely can understand it.
Rappers in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We have LL Cool J, Jay-Z, Eminem, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, NWA, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, Run DMC, Outkast, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper's here. Salt and Pepper were inducted this year as well. I think that, you know, listen, is they're being honored. I just think that, you know, it's what if we look it up, do they have a reasoning? Like, does the rock and roll say like, oh, this is why? Let me see. Why are rappers inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because it became a Hall of Fame of influential popular music, not just rock and roll.
Yeah.
So the hall is more than just rock. From its beginning, it's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but then it started inducting artists like genres R&B, soul, blues, etc.
That makes sense.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. At the same time, you probably run out of people to induct if you're just sticking to rock and roll only. You know, so it says Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but it means much more.
Exactly.
You know, but it's respected as
The Hot Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
yeah, and it's respected as like one of the biggest Hall of Fames in music, if not the biggest Hall of Fame in music, like currently, like that at least that I
The
can think
longest
of.
standing one.
So they deserve it, man. If they want to give Outkast flowers, give them some fucking flowers. I don't see why not. I was kind of shocked though. I feel like if you compare them to like Salt and Pepper, Run DMC, I feel they're older than Outkast. They
Outkast
predate.
is old, bro.
Outkast is old, but like, aren't they like? Don't they predate Outkast a bit more than?
No, they do.
Than you know typically you would think. You know, like why is there not? That probably will happen eventually. Why not try a Tribe Called Quest?
Yeah.
Wu-Tang being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to me is a no-brainer. Why not? Why not that? You know,
It's also because who do you induct? That's the problem with both those groups. They change so many members.
and maybe people got to vote.
Yeah.
You know,
So who are you voting for? What members are you? Are you inducting the original members? Or are you inducting the ones that came in the middle? Like how do you even do that? I feel like they struggle with that with rock and roll too, because I know majority of rock bands didn't keep their original members. Like they did it for like a year or two, but you always see drummers change, singers change, so they have to have a system.
and I said that also when Missy Elliott was recently inducted too, because I love Missy, but I'm like it felt kind of early, like for Missy. I'm like, oh, Missy Elliott. It was like I thought that they would kind of go in order of the generations, etc. before them. But I don't know. It's interesting. They're deserving of it, but it's like it's limited. So why not do the older acts first? Why not do Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang? You know, shit. Can they do people that died? You know, maybe rappers that passed away. I mean, they did Biggie, Pac. I feel like you could do rappers that died more still, like or the living ones also. Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. I don't know. I'll look into that more because that's interesting to just try to understand like what's that concept of that, like who decides, etc. Technically, there's no wrong answer because they're deserving of it. It's just the timing to me. I'm like, huh?
This a Tribe was inducted last year.
Oh, they were? Okay. Okay. Oh, it doesn't say it right here. Thank you. Yeah, Tribe Called Quest, DJ Kool Herc. It does say it right here. Yep. But Wu-Tang for sure. Wu-Tang for sure.
The Wu-Tang issue is the members, bro. I don't know who you induct. Who do you invite?
We need Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is the one that needs to be in that shit. Undoubtedly, to me. I could see in the future Busta Rhymes. I could see Queen Latifah. A lot of people. Big Daddy Kane. There's a lot of people. But moving on from that, we'll stay in music real quick. Rosalia dropped a new album over the week. I don't know if you guys heard it. We reacted to it. Me and my dad, we reacted to it in Spanish. Great album. I think that album's going to win a Grammy.
That shit's beautiful.
I think it's going to win a Grammy.
And I haven't even finished it yet.
Yeah, that album is very like classic,
down with it.
Flamenco vibe. There's no reggaeton on that shit at all. Like it's like a different energy. She's
Different
not even
languages
speaking
being spoken.
Spanish. Yeah, she's not even fucking speaking Spanish, but she's speaking like Japanese in one, Korean in one. It's crazy. I heard she wrote the whole album herself, produced the whole album herself. She did it in 1 year in Miami.
I sent it to Eric. I was like, yo, this is definitely your tape of 5.
No, yeah, they killed that shit, bro. They did really, really.
You haven't heard it? I listened to just the beginning of this one. Just the very beginning.
You already know the vibes with that. That's what instrument is that?
Violin.
A violin. Yeah.
It's great.
That's different. I knew that was gonna happen at some point with reggaeton though, because I was like, bro, this sound is dying quick. Like niggas ain't really. It wasn't moving for a little bit. I remember last year.
She's done music like this before.
Yeah,
though.
but like last year, bro, it was bad. I remember there was a lot of ass coming out.
Reggaeton. People are fucking with old reggaeton again.
Yeah, because that newest shit was started falling off.
That's all I've been listening.
People are going back to listen to old
I've
reggaeton.
been listening to a shitload of old Spanish music.
I've been waiting for these niggas to switch that shit up because I'm like, bro, this shit's starting to get stale, bro.
Old reggaeton is hot again. Like people make parties dedicated to that. Like old reggaeton. That's all I want to hear. If I'm at a Spanish party, those old reggaeton songs go crazy, bro. Also, we have Grand Theft Auto being delayed. Right, Grand Theft Auto GTA again with a delay. We have Rockstar Games delaying GTA 6, saying, "Hey, we're bitches." No, they didn't say that. But they said that Grand Theft Auto VI will now release Thursday, November 19th. They're sorry for adding additional time to what was going to be a couple months prior, but they want a couple extra months to allow them to finish the game. They still haven't even finished the game.
And it's not going to be finished by November.
Because they want to add a level of polish that you have to come to expect and deserve.
I think I know 2 reasons why they're doing this.
And they said that we want to thank you again for your patience and support. While the wait is a little bit longer, we are incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida. How do I pronounce that? Is that Leonida? Leonida, the state of Leonida, and a return of the modern day Vice City.
People
this is gonna be crazy.
You know, people bet on this and made money.
You serious?
Yeah,
probably on the Kalashi
Did it get
app?
pushed?
I don't know what.
It was probably on Polymorph.
But people made money that they said that it was gonna get pushed.
Bro, because I was telling my
and I would have made fucking money. I didn't know that.
There's 2 reasons why they got to be doing this. Number one is it's still not done for PC, and they're probably waiting for the newer parts to be dropped for PC, like the CPU units and shit like that, because they're gonna come out at some point. So it's like if you're making it for the previous hard drives, and the graphic cards, it doesn't make any sense. The other issue is they want to like justify the money this is about to cost. I'm a firm believer this game's gonna cost $100. This is gonna be the first game to cost $100.
I think that's perfectly fine.
I truly believe that's about to happen, and they're trying to justify it as much as they can.
If everything that has been said, supposedly rumored and shit like that, I think $100 might be too low, to be honest.
Nigga, that's crazy.
This is a game that's been in development since 2013.
No, I understand, bro. And I understand, like,
12 years.
I understand. And I've seen, like, the spec drops
And,
just from PC to
and
PS5.
supposedly we're most likely gonna get Red Dead Redemption 3 as well.
They're crazy. Nah, the Rockstar's game.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all niggas are getting abused.
I think it's done. To be honest, I think it's done. But I think that what they're trying to do is prevent
Polish it.
the crashing effect that is bound to happen with this game.
The thing is too is like, remember, hopefully it's not like GTA 5 where it's like the game dropped and it was like, okay, where's online?
Yeah,
And we didn't get online months later.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe
probably-
they're just trying to ready everything.
Online's definitely.
I think
in
they
works.
should do that because it's like you want to make it worth the wait, right? You want to make it something where it's like we have everything ready for you guys, for you all to be happy with, etc. You don't have to wait for nothing at all. Everything's here, ready to go.
The thing is too, we can't ignore the fact that with all these rumors of new consoles already supposedly coming out again.
That's what I'm saying too, bro.
Maybe
So-
they have to make the GTA 6 for the PS6 ready. They got to make that version. They got to make it for the Xbox 2.
PlayStation and Xbox is, I mean, Microsoft having a conversation with. The thing is, and that's what I'm saying is like,
Because
I
when
think
GTA 5 dropped, I think the fucking new Xbox was rolling out in the
Mhm.
fucking PS4.
they already had it ready. That's
Yeah.
why I'm telling you, bro. Like, I think what's happening is for the PC and the consoles, they've had a conversation with Microsoft and Sony, and they're like, yo, we dropping new shit. And the video probably spoke to them too. Like, we're dropping new shit. So you're either gonna make it for the new shit or you're gonna be behind.
Listen, I'll tell you this much. It could be $100. It could be $200. I'm still going to buy it. I think that
Facts.
people
I'm
are
buying
going to buy it no matter what the price is. People are going to wait no matter how much time. They could add another year to it, and people are still going to wait and still anticipate it that much more. Their lack of commitment to a date and the adding of delays only becomes free marketing for them
Yeah.
because the hype only gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think that they know that as well.
They
And
gotta
I
drop
think
another
it,
trailer.
and I think it's gonna be worth.
100%.
It's definitely gonna be worth the wait. Because once people get their hands on this, they're not letting go of it for months. I think it's gonna be something that captivates culture. 4 months, people playing it, people literally being fired from their jobs, people being, you know, fined in school, people leaving school, people playing during class. It's gonna be like a pandemic of a video game, and it's gonna be international, and it's gonna be something that we're gonna see so many memes and so much just talk about. It's gonna captivate culture once it drops. So let's fucking, you know what I'm saying? Let's wait.
I already had said that I was going to take the week off to play that shit.
Bro, niggas was heated because they took the week off and they moved it. Niggas was sick. Bro.
You know what Rockstar's going to do because, you know, they like to play with us? They're going to drop a trailer on the original release date.
They have to. No, they have to drop a trailer to keep the hype going.
That's what's going to happen.
You can't stay quiet for a year. You can't.
I mean, they'll drop a trailer. They could drop.
have to.
They can make 500 trailers.
I think they have to do a trailer of real gameplay though, because a lot of shit we've been seeing is not real gameplay. It's like
The
cinematic.
leak stuff is like hardcore, like alpha stages and shit like that.
Like they'd have to show us mechanics in this game in
Yeah.
this trailer.
But
Like,
the
I
least thing that they want is for people to like get it and they're like, "Damn, this wasn't worth the wait. This was what we waited
Yeah.
for." It's like you want to.
But let's be honest
shit,
though,
like they say.
there's never been a GTA that's
GTA
let you
4
down.
was kind of trash.
nah. GTA
You fucked with
4
GTA 4?
A lot of people love GTA 4.
I'm not a fan.
A lot of people love
Nah,
GTA
4 was fire. I just think that people were kind of tired of like that. I feel like people wanted some hot shit, like literally like Hot World, like, you know, it was dope for New York. I did like what they did,
Yeah, I didn't like the story that much. I didn't like the mechanics.
you know. And then after this one is like where they gotta go international after this one, no? Because what the fuck we gonna get?
Yeah.
Atlanta GTA, Rhode Island GTA? Hell no, we're not gonna get none of that.
Texas.
Texas GTA.
Houston's on the rise.
It's
Black Renaissance. That should be
that'd
crazy.
be that'd be actually interesting.
a Texas GTA. You got Cowboys in that shit.
But
That
that's
should be
basically
fire.
that's
Red
basically
Dead
Red Dead
Redemption.
Redemption.
Yeah. Fuck it. Red Dead Redemption series can't keep going. The second one was all right.
They gotta get. It's okay if they keep it in the States, but let us go to other countries.
I think we're gonna see a
I'm
future where we see a
'Cause like
Japanese or
GTA
like
5.
Asian one. I think
GTA
that's what
5.
I don't know
they-
because Assassin's Creed tried that Japanese shit and that shit tanked that fucking entire company,
The,
bro.
the new game right now.
Yeah, bro.
That game
Niggas
looks
was
fire,
talking.
though.
That new game is amazing.
It's amazing, but it
I
was
wanna
a
get it.
controversy around it.
Oh yeah, people were
Because it was
heated
the
because there was a
black
fucking
dude.
black samurai.
Yeah, a black samurai
but, like,
killing Japanese
But they,
people.
Bro,
so
after
they,
the-
they
after
took him
the-
out though. He's
No.
in it. The Black Samurai.
Oh,
in
yeah.
it?
After the game dropped and that shit played amazingly, they're
Yeah.
like, oh hold up, my
That's
my
what I'm
bad.
saying.
Y'all got it. Y'all
Some
got
people
it.
are afraid to do that shit.
Now they need to, because look, GTA 5 they ended up introducing technically the Canada map, like you know, the snow map where you start off in the mission and shit like that. Like, yo, why the fuck can't we go to here? They introduced it.
There was breaking news this past week that there was prostitutes at the Buckingham Palace. There was officially some prostitutes at the Buckingham Palace. Prince Andrew likes to pay for pussy.
Nice.
Yeah,
We already knew that.
Andrew
Epstein files.
Lowney, the historian and biographer, reported that the former Duke of York, Prince Andrew, now Andrew Windsor, had an obsession with sex workers that he even brought his distasteful habits back home to the Buckingham Palace. While it has been reported that Andrew once had 40 prostitutes delivered to his Thailand hotel in the past, he also brought them into the Buckingham Palace. He brought prostitutes in the Buckingham Palace for years, and it was done on a regular basis. People who worked there complained to the people in command, but nothing was done. The security that complained were told that if you would like to go back to the beat on Brixton, you have that choice. But otherwise, keep quiet. So basically, the securities were threatened to be fired if they spoke about or complained about the prostitutes.
That's crazy.
And the Queen knew about it.
What the fuck?
But he was her favorite son, and he got away with everything, and they brushed it under the rug until now, where this report leaks everything. And the Buckingham Palace has not responded to any of the emails about this report. They're staying quiet about this report.
His Epstein file is gonna be nasty. When that shit comes out,
Prince Andrew, yeah. But Andrew's fall from grace came swiftly last week with enormous effect. The former Prince Andrew, was stripped of his birthright title amid the scandal over his ties to the late pedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
telling you.
So this comes after also he got stripped of his royal ties and honors, all of them, Prince Andrew, because of the Jeffrey Epstein list and his actual relationship to Jeffrey Epstein.
Literally, like, the case that got Ghislaine Maxwell arrested and charged was that she was prostituting a woman that she was sex trafficking. And one of the people she sex trafficked her to was Prince Andrews. And the book that came out, the 50th birthday book, the story that this woman was telling, Ghislaine Maxwell detailed it in that book.
Prince Andrew actually got forced to vacate the Royal Lodge and the 30-room mansion that he was living in.
Ha ha! What a
he's-
fall from grace.
And he's now a persona of non grata in the country. So he's a regular guy now.
I bet his mother's looking down in shame right now. Jesus Christ.
This is insane.
Princess Diana's up there sick, nigga.
Oh my God.
I wonder how the succession works now that I think the brother moved up there. No, he gave his up. Yeah, I wonder who'd be king then. Holy shit.
Who is the king now? Also, are we surprised that the princes and the kings, like these people, like prostitutes? I feel like that was like a thing from the medieval age. Since then,
Yeah.
sex workers was a thing. 40
Brothels.
of them at a time. That was crazy. But that's like a brothel type shit. That's a
Yeah.
brothel party. You know,
Diddy party.
I think that, to be honest with you, this deserves more attention and more backlash and just judgment. Because if people want to joke about Diddy and the Diddy parties and stuff, this is probably worse. This man definitely probably had worse parties, especially if he's affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein. What Prince Andrew did was way worse than baby oil and all this shit. Like, this is fucking crazy. You know, and I think that they got ahead of it. I didn't even know that until I read this report now that he got stripped of his titles too. But the
I
bigger
didn't see any of
story,
this on the news.
yeah, the bigger story is the prostitution story. But a lot of outlets, they're saying that they're trying to, like, what's it called, kind of hush this story.
Yeah, because the crown
'Cause they're
still has
embarrassed.
influence
Yeah,
here.
they're embarrassed.
And you're in Britain is influence. I mean, I'm embarrassed. It makes sense why they try to hush this down. This is crazy though.
Nigga's nasty, bro. That's a nasty guy right there,
Bro,
Prince Andrew.
disgusting, bro. What's wrong with this?
Prince
nigga?
Andrew's a dirty dog. That dirty dog, Prince Andrew.
Nigga, in
God bless
Buckingham
his
Palace, nigga. Your fucking grandmother slept in that bitch.
My thing is this,
Your
though.
mom, nigga. What's wrong with you?
I gotta be honest with you. Those prostitutes deserve an award, though, because those prostitutes
Never
made it
ratted.
into the Buckingham Palace and never said a word.
Never ratted.
You know how many girls
Whores don't
you
rat.
take them to fucking the Cheesecake Factory, they'll post a selfie, with your shoulder in the background of the selfie.
Vic.
You know, to take a selfie in the bathroom of the restaurant. You know, like
A real whore never talks.
a real whore never
Facts.
talks.
A real whore never
Facts.
talks. A real whore never speaks, bro.
Buckingham Palace.
That's be these new age
and they never
bitches.
spoke about it.
Yeah. What did Drake
That's
say?
crazy.
I know you don't need an NDA. And something
Yeah.
about you. Yeah, bro. When you a real bitch, you don't need an NDA. You need none of that shit, bro.
They hold it down.
You a real eater. You do this for luxury. You do it for the love of the sport.
God bless.
Fuck. In Buckingham Palace.
These had to be some veterans. You know what I'm saying? These had to be some veterans.
Imagine the niggas with the black top hats getting their dick sucked. Just standing there, nigga.
Imagine
stationary.
getting head from a
They
prostitute.
can't react. They can't react.
You getting head from a prostitute at the Buckingham Palace with your sergeant hat, and you can't react
At all.
If you react, you get fired. You
Shit.
can't. You got to just keep going. The girl's sucking you off, and you got. It's like Prince Andrew told you to do it. They probably did some crazy
They
games
probably
like
did
that.
some crazy
Oh
ass
my
shit.
God.
Drunk as fuck? Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Nigga, his wife is crazy.
The movie. There's got to be a movie about this eventually, or a documentary,
Of course.
or something. It's gonna be insane.
We're just waiting for the
It's gonna be
files to
insane.
drop. The Feds got to drop it at some point. We got to see what happens.
Netflix running there. They're rubbing their hands right now.
This
Because
is
you don't
gonna
think
be classic.
Epstein had parties up in there himself, bro? That nigga was in there frequently, bro.
Nasty.
Nasty niggas.
Nasty. Speaking of another white person that's very famous, Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney, her movie has officially flopped. Sydney Sweeney dropped a new movie over the weekend. It's called Christie, right? And it's now top 10 worst opening weekends ever in a film in over 2,000 theaters. An average of $600 per theater. It opened up to $1.3 million in domestic box office.
The promo was shit though. I didn't even hear about it.
I didn't know she dropped
Supposedly, I'm hearing it's like a decent, serious movie. You know,
It's a biopic of an actual like fighter who like was dealing with domestic violence.
and she's a decent actress. I like her in Euphoria. I think she does a good job as acting.
I like her breast.
But that's the thing.
You ain't the only one.
Titties.
She didn't show no titties in it. That's what.
No,
it was.
listen,
bro, this is a real like
titties
fighter.
can't save everything. Titties can't save everything. Because if you're promoting a very serious movie and then you have Sydney Sweeney just showing her titties, she was just showing her titties at an award show recently, right? And also people are saying it's not just the titties that might have backfired. It might have been the scandal, the jeans ad, right? I got good jeans. This is what Sydney Sweeney said recently. She responded to the jean ad in a viral clip now when she got interviewed and she spoke to GQ magazine.
Ad right now, and we're sort of talking around this American Eagle ad right now, and maybe we should just talk about it. So, were you surprised by the reaction?
I did a jean ad. I mean, the reaction definitely was a surprise, but it was, I love jeans. All I wear are jeans. I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your jeans.
You look great in your jeans. I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. I mean, the president tweeted about the jeans ad, or Truth Socialed about the jeans ad, and that just seems to me like a very crazy moment for anyone, and I wondered what that was like.
It was surreal.
It was surreal. Mm-hmm. We're sort of talking around.
It was surreal. This she danced around this like a motherfucker. She definitely was
crazy.
media trained before doing this interview. But she stuck to the script. I did a jean ad where it was surreal.
Because surreal still means bizarre, so I could get where she means by that. She felt it was bizarre.
Yeah, it's surreal. But she got some backlash from this interview. People were like, damn, she didn't really address it. Like, you're not
No, yeah.
addressing
People say she's a white supremacist.
Yeah, you're not addressing the actual, or denying the fact that, okay, by the way, this is not that. But
Does she have to? That's my question.
does she have to? Because Gap didn't. I mean, American Eagle didn't either.
Yeah.
American Eagle was like, no, this is just a jean ad. So maybe she's like, this is a jean ad too. She probably has to stand by that. That's probably a contract thing.
Yeah.
She probably got a lot of fucking money for that jean ad.
No, I
It
believe
had to
it.
be a lot.
But I also
Fuck
think,
around be 10 million, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you right now.
my other thing is just this. Like, do you guys truly feel like they were pushing white supremacy? Like, let's be honest.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it would just,
Doesn't acknowledging it just feed into it?
it could be a world of that, but then I feel like it would have been dope to see them do what other brands did, whereas like you just do another jean ad with black people, and it's like black people wearing jeans, and it's like, oh, by the way, that's not what we meant. It would have worked in their favor.
But that's the thing. If they do that shit, then that
Then it
means
confirms-
that
You're confirmed that it was originally
exactly.
what you
So
intended.
fuck that.
Or you're afraid that you're gonna be perceived that way versus, yo, internet, get a fuck. This is a recession indicator. You niggas don't have jobs, or you niggas are not working enough, so you're on the internet trying to interpret a Gene ad.
Everything, bro. They can always find something for everything.
We have a couple minutes ago, she just responded. Sydney Sweeney reacted to her new movie flopping. She says, "We don't always just make art for numbers. We make it for impact. If Christy gave one woman the courage to take her first step towards safety, then we will have succeeded. So yes, I'm proud. Why? Because we don't always just make art for numbers. We make it for impact. And Christy has been the most impactful project of my life." So
It's a real movie, bro.
listen,
Saw the trailer. It's crazy.
it sounds to me like a real movie.
Yeah.
Like a real, and there's been so many like actors that have mainstream fame. The Rock
Yeah.
recently just did a movie
Yeah, I
like
still gotta
this
go watch it.
about
I'm trying
like
to.
acting as a biopic from a former wrestler, fighter, and now we have her doing a movie like this. They seem to always be a hit. A couple years ago, we had the fucking Zac Efron doing one, which was fire. Zac Efron, that one was crazy. I still want to watch the Rock one, and I want to watch this one. But it did flop. It did flop. I'll tell you this much. It's a part of the game. I feel like when you reach this level of fame, it's impossible. Even Will Smith went through it, and Will Smith speaks about it a lot. Where it's like every movie was like $100 million plus box office, and it's like he felt defeated once he started reaching movies that is not that. But you start realizing it's like, did you get into it for that? It's like you're an actor first. Like this, you love acting. Like you did theater, you go to school, you do all these things. It's like it's not for the money. It shouldn't be for just the money, and that's why we get Will Smith Slave movie and Apple and these type of movies. But I wanna watch this movie before judging it, because there's a lot of movies that do flop, and I think that they are not deserving of that. That they deserve more attention, and they're actually really fucking good. This might be one of them. This might be one of them.
I know the story of the woman, which is crazy. I don't know how they portrayed it though. So I'd probably watch it.
I think, like you said earlier, bad marketing. I think that's what this really was. There was a lack of marketing.
No one knew about it.
No one knew about it enough. So that's what I think it falls on. And the marketing that there was controversial and just titties. This movie's not a titty movie.
Yeah.
Like we can't have her like
It's a
showing
woman
the
empowerment
titties.
movie.
If it's a woman empowerment movie about domestic violence and stuff,
yeah.
Maybe it would be dope to see her maybe interviewing the woman that it was based off of, maybe doing like moments like that, clips like that on social media. But instead, she was showing her breasts. Beautiful breasts, by the way. Give her a round of applause.
Give the breast a round of applause.
I can never be mad at titties. I'm not gonna be mad at titties.
My God. Look what God did.
Yeah.
Get those mommy milkers.
No one's mad at titties.
Never.
Let me not do that now. I'm
No,
not
no,
doing
no,
that
no.
now.
We're never doing that.
No, and she's a good actor, because I still hate her fucking Euphoria character.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, I genuinely hate her fucking character.
It was very provoking. That character, bro. That girl, bro. When she was like a whole vibe, and I'm like, yo, this bitch.
I don't want to get into it,
Pissed
bro.
me off.
Since we're talking about movies, even though we moved from that subject, I still wanted to mention it. Tyler Fletcher with the 349, he says, "How are we feeling about the Michael Jackson movie?" We're excited.
Shout out to Tyler. Go back,
Tyler.
play it, rewind the live
Yes,
stream, and we
yes.
reacted to the Michael Jackson movie.
We are excited for it.
We're gonna
excited.
upload it. We're gonna
Can't
upload
wait.
it separately too. Spoke about GTA. We spoke about titties. We spoke about prostitutes in the Buckingham Palace. Also, there's a new show on Apple. I think everyone should watch. It's called Pluribus.
Fire.
Oh, you started to?
I'm already on episode 3, bro. That shit is fire.
Well, 3's dropped what? Today or last night? Maybe
it?
last night.
It was last week, I think.
You're probably on episode 2 then. I don't think
No,
3's
I'm
out.
episode 2. Episode 2 is when she meets the 5. And she
Yeah, but
loses.
3's not out then. Episode 3's not out.
No, it's out, bro.
You watched it?
I haven't seen it. It's out though.
I gotta see. I thought it was coming out today or some shit. But there's a new show on Apple. is really good. It's created by Vince Gilligan. Vince Gilligan, for those who don't know, behind Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. In my opinion, the greatest TV show of all time is Breaking Bad. He created Breaking Bad. He also created this new show with the same actress from Breaking Bad, the female attorney, and she's a lead actress here in Pluribus. And this show is about this. I don't even really know what it's about after watching it, but it's really good. Like
it's coming out Friday. My fault.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's really it's like about her, this woman who is a part of, I think like only like 11 people in the world that weren't infected by like this alien thing that came through a disease on a mouse, and it bit a woman in a lab, and then it started spreading, almost like a bubonic plague. But people weren't necessarily dying. People were becoming mind controlled. It was almost like everyone has the one mind.
Yes.
Like pluribus, I think by definition might mean that. Like everyone in one is one type shit.
So, what is it? Rick and Morty did an episode on this. Rick fell in love with a sentient being that had like collective consciousness, and he was having sex with it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, he was
having sex with all of them.
Exactly, because he was having sex with different people on the planet. And the way that she was conquering the planets was by infecting the people in the planet with her consciousness. I think she would like vomit into their mouth. And it was a whole thing. But she could never do it to Rick because Rick was the smartest person in the world. And that's what this show is basically built on, is that same idea of a collective conscious. So when you watch it, they got, like, when they originally got the message from outer space, like 6 million light years away, it's like, oh, they thought at first it was Morse code, then they thought it was like musical pattern, and then they realized, no, it's a DNA code. So they replicated the DNA code they were getting from outer space, and they put it in the rat. The rat played them, and it infected someone, and it was like basically what happened in Rick and Morty. Like the collective consciousness started to infect everybody. I've heard like mixed things about what he's trying to get across. I have a feeling I know exactly what he's saying, and it's very interesting because we're going to talk about this later when we talk about politics. One side is saying this is about AI. So the woman reflects the sentiment of watching everyone just adapt AI and no one really like react to it. It's like, why are you all like going along with this thing and not like losing your minds about it? The other argument is this is a critique of communism and collective thinking, because like they said in episode 2, almost 1 billion people died for this like mass assimilation to happen. And it doesn't feel natural. Like people are losing their individuality, even though life is getting better. So the drawback is, hey, I'm losing myself in this process and I'm losing who I am. But at the same time, society is getting better. Like the guy said, the horny nigga, there's no murders. I can be the skin color I am. But like the white woman is saying, yo, you're not yourself. Like there's no freedom here. There's no individualism. So.
Oh yeah. And so far, I mean, it shows a good example of if something like this were to happen in real life, the pluribus, which by definition, by Latin definition is a Latin word. I guess it means many in Latin. I just looked it up.
Okay.
Now I know Latin. One of the hardest languages in the world. The idea of people feeling secure with the, like, you know, the security blanket that you can kind of get from just going along with this ideology and what's going on in this actual show, which everyone felt like that. The people that are still like normal, they feel that way except her. And there's different reasonings. One of them is like, hey, I get to be with all my family. The other one's like, hey, the horny Indian. He's like fucking these people. He's like fucking these people. He's like, I could fuck her. It's almost like you're fucking a dead body, but it's not a dead body. So he's
ride
like
the Air Force One, do whatever
he's like, all right, I want to get the Air Force One. Anything he wants, they do. So they bring him in the Air Force One jet. Like that's his private jet now is the Air Force One jet.
And that's the irony. Everyone has their own individualistic reasons that are selfish in nature.
Exactly.
About why this collective existence should be okay. Like it's so ironic.
And then she is just worried about everyone in the whole world. She's like, we got to save the world. And they're like, bitch,
we good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Like we don't got to save nothing. Yeah. But that's I like it. I find this show like it has a lot of potential. What he did with this, I was like, woof, he got another one. Like this is really, he killed this shit so far. Pluribus. Just hope for a good season, but I recommend everyone to go watch and check it out. Apple TV has not missed. Except for that show I said recently with the smoke. The smoke, was it smoked or smoke? The one with Jussie Smollett's sister.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I started
the
it
smoke
and I stopped
shit.
watching
I'm
it.
good off that shit. But This is a special one. Pluribus. This one is gonna be crazy. I can already tell. This is gonna be one of those ones. Check it out. Yeah, Apple's like the new HBO on crack.
No, it really, because the guy from HBO left HBO and went to Apple. The head
one of the people from HBO's over there.
The executive producers.
And it makes perfect sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about MAMDANI, but we'll get to that when you get to that. Yeah, that's it. I'll do the local news, and then we'll end it with yours, Noel. We'll end it with some topics. From Noel, talking about Snap, talking about MAMDANI. MAMDANI. Am I mispronouncing this gentleman's name?
MAMDANI, I believe it's
MAMDANI.
Yeah.
AKA future president of the United States. We'll get to that. There's a story that unfortunately happened here in Rhode Island that a lot of people keep sending me it. 19-year-old, we'll talk about it. Let me read it properly here. But there was a Woonsocket death, right? Multiple situation. There's this 19-year-old girl. Her name is Jasmine Roderick in Rhode Island. She's a survivor. She's the one that survived a gruesome Woonsocket double murder suicide.
Oh, my God.
That happened last week. She's 19 years old. She escaped her home after her ex-boyfriend pulled a gun, killed her mother and her mother's boyfriend, and then killed himself.
Oh, my God.
This woman is speaking. She says, I know that none of us were supposed to live that night. This is a 19-year-old girl saying this. This is crazy. It gives me the chills. Surveillance footage shows that the moments where she fled from her home into a neighboring convenience store, right? And she went into this convenience store. She said, the first thing I was screaming was, it's not mine, because I was covered in blood, as she explained. It's my mom. It's my mom's shot. My mom's shot. Hide me. Help me. My mom. This girl was screaming. Her ex-boyfriend, Sean Rivera, 24 years old, had been living with her family for the past several months, despite the two having split up late October. It was this past Monday, after an argument between the young couple, she said that when she refused to have sex with him, he pulled a gun on her.
Oh, my God.
From what I know, he picked it up after I broke up with him, she continued. So I guess he bought the gun after he broke up with her. Able to escape the room that they were in, this girl recalled carefully maneuvering to warn her mother about the gun. Minutes turned into seconds when she said she heard a knock at the door and Rivera's hand emerging in the crack of the doorway, followed by a loud bang. I remember I saw bright white, she says. I couldn't see anything for a second, couldn't hear anything, didn't even feel like it was, I couldn't even feel anything at all for a second, so I thought that I was dead. But it wasn't her that was shot. Instead, she said that she watched her mother, 40-year-old Kimberly, fall to the floor beside her. Investigators said that Rivera would go on to shoot and kill Kimberly's boyfriend, 45-year-old Donald Roderick, before turning the gun on himself.
Oh, my God.
A week later, she was confronted by her late mother's sister, Tracy, at the Woonsocket Community Vigil for local victims of violent crimes. Roderick said that while she has yet to have a moment to process the trauma of everything that's transpired, she credits the strength of mother for helping her. I guess they meant to say here, she credits the strength of her mother for helping her get through these horrific days. The duos went on to say that they will forever lean on each other. They're currently planning funerals. Blah, blah, blah. I got contacted by, let me see here. I got contacted by her sister, Tracy. She DM'd us. She watches the show. She says that she heard about if we haven't heard about this, to report on this, that this was unfortunately her sister and her boyfriend that was killed, and her niece, who's now safe. Her niece's ex-boyfriend killed them and killed himself. She says that she's planning the funeral arrangements currently, but they weren't prepared for this. This all came obviously unexpected. The GoFundMe that her niece and her have made together is now up, and I'm gonna share it for you guys as well, for you guys to go to support this GoFundMe link that Tracy posted. But they want us to share this GoFundMe.
This is tragic, bro.
This is very tragic death
Sad as
here in
fuck.
Rhode Island. This sounds like a horrible movie, like the like a horrible horror movie. It's just awful. But
Thank God that she got away.
thank God that this 19-year-old girl got away and she can live for the rest of her life to now tell the story and raise awareness of such acts, and at the same time, live the rest of her life because she's only 19 years old.
Yeah. How old was the boyfriend?
24.
Jesus Christ.
24.
Did he like? Was something wrong with him? Like he had any history of mental
No
health?
reports of that yet.
That's gonna come out at some point.
But
Yeah, you already know how it'd be.
that's crazy,
That's
right?
crazy.
That's crazy. We want some prayers and condolences to this family. Out of Woonsocket.
Bro, 'cause
The Wooney. Out of Wooney.
crazy to just crash out like that.
Yeah. This is I feel like we've heard stories like this in the past nationwide, but this one happened here locally, which is pretty crazy. And she went to the convenience store. I'll play the clip. Let's play the clip. Let's watch the clip of her in the convenience store behind us for those who are watching to check out as well and to hear.
Oh, they got this shot on camera.
Yeah, there's a surveillance footage of her at the convenience store. Let's see it right here. Well, that's the. Let me see if they got the. They should have the video here. Gotta wait for the advertisements. Here we go.
Story. It was just last week that 19-year-old Jasmine Roderick narrowly escaped her home after her ex-boyfriend pulled a gun and killed her mother's boyfriend, then himself. The Night Team's Erin Coogan spoke exclusively with the teen tonight on a story you'll see only on 10.
Yeah, well, Gabrielle, wise beyond her years, Jasmine says it's herself and her mother's sister against the world. While still processing everything that happened, she says together the two are navigating the loss, the grief, and the future.
I know that none of us were supposed to live that night.
Harrowing surveillance camera video captured the terrifying moments. 19-year-old Jasmine Roderick ran into a Woonsocket convenience store after her ex-boyfriend opened fire in her house next door.
The first thing I was screaming was it's not mine, because I was covered in blood. I was like, it's my mom's shot. And then I said, hide me, help me.
Roderick says her ex, 24-year-old Sean Rivera, had been living with her family for the past several months, despite the two having split in late October. It was this past Monday, after an argument between the young couple, she says when she refused to have sex with him, he pulled a gun.
From what I know, he picked it up after I broke up with him.
Able to escape the room they were in, Roderick recalls carefully maneuvering to warn her mother. Minutes turned to seconds when she says she heard a knock on the door, Rivera's hand emerging in the crack of the doorway, followed by a loud bang.
I remember I saw bright white. I couldn't see anything for a second, couldn't hear anything. Didn't even feel like I felt anything in a second, so I thought that I was dead.
But it wasn't her who was shot. Instead, she says she watched her mother, 40-year-old Kimberly Piranunzi, fall to the floor beside her. Fleeing the house for her life, violent crimes, Roderick days. Now the pair are planning.
So, yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. How do you live on after, properly, mentally, like after this? Like this girl to even do interviews now and everything. So
Got to find a life.
So soon after. The trauma is insane. This is a different level of a trauma.
She watched both of them get bodied and had to escape for her life.
No. This is crazy, man.
Crazy.
Insane, bro. Insane.
This is crazy, bro.
Nah, my prayers go out to her, bro, her
100%,
family.
100%.
This is insane, bro. Like, I feel so bad. Because you just imagine that, bro. She had no idea she going to watch her mom and her boyfriend get bodied, bro.
Please support the GoFundMe. If you live in Rhode Island, especially, support this GoFundMe. I'll leave it down here. You guys will see it after. I'll put it in the description as well. Please support this GoFundMe because this is horrible. This is very horrible that this happened. We want to send prayers and condolences to this family. We gave you guys an update about SNAP benefits in the state of Rhode Island being declared an emergency because of the SNAP benefit of reliefs being cut. But November came through and people's EBTs are hitting. They're going through in November, thankfully, especially in Rhode Island. I'm seeing reports of SNAP recipients in Rhode Island getting their actual SNAP benefits this month. Their EBT cards got refreshed in November after it was reported that it was not going to happen. We got it now happening. But it's still unclear how the Supreme Court halt is going to impact the distribution of the funds going forward. But 100% of Massachusetts specifically have received their November allotment. So the money in November, 100% in Massachusetts. I'm trying to see if it's 100% in Rhode Island. I don't think it says a percentage for Rhode Island yet.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
But people are still, obviously frustrated because of the insecurity of this. It might not happen for December. Obviously, November is significant because of Thanksgiving. But then we have Christmas happening soon as well. But this affected still a lot of Rhode Island and a lot of New England in general, because for those who don't know, there's people obviously helping. There's actual car shops offering free inspections if you're struggling with your SNAP benefits, et cetera, this month.
That's dope.
In Rhode
That's
Island.
beautiful. Yeah.
In Massachusetts nearby, there's Marlon sent it to me where there was the launch trampoline park. There's people giving free trampoline park jumping the first hour, if you donate food to them and you give them food, bring food, and they'll actually help you. They'll give you free trampoline jumping, right? Also, obviously, there's a lot of people at these pantries. The pantries have been packed, and there's a lot of people donating to these pantries. Please, also, FY, keep donating to the pantries. They're in need of actual food at the Rhode Island pantries. We gave you a big list of them a couple weeks ago. Support the pantries and actually help them stock up. Donate food. If you see a food drive anywhere, support any of them, all of them, because people are in need of this, and it's essential. It wouldn't be essential if the fucking pantries weren't empty and running empty. Why do you think they're running empty? Because people need food. It's not a game. People want to make this shit a joke, etc. This is real life. This is something that happens, people deal with day to day. So why not try to help it if you can? And locally in Rhode Island, you can help by donating some food. So please donate some food. What I have also locally in Rhode Island, off of this, we have the flights being affected because of the government shutdown. So aside from the actual SNAP benefits being affected in Rhode Island and people being worried about that, there weren't many travelers at TF Green Airport last weekend, is being reported, because there's effects of flight delays and cancellations. There's a lot of flight delays and cancellations, specifically at TF Green in Rhode Island, that people are facing because of the actual government shutdown. Because like Noel reported in the past, this affects workers who have to, still work without being paid. So there's flight cancellations and delays already happening. Thanksgiving's not here yet. So top of November. So you would imagine how that shit's going to be Thanksgiving weekend, Christmas week. Oof. Top of December, I feel like, because people take the whole December off. That shit's going to be crazy. So it's already affecting TF Green here locally. So be on alert. And, it says here, okay. Yeah, Damaki, the governor, says that the full November SNAP funds have been issued to most of Rhode Islanders so far. Approximately 79,000 households received their benefits this month, in comparison to about, I think, almost 150,000 households.
Were packed yesterday, bro.
Yeah, they was packed today when I went.
I went to Walmart yesterday, and Jesus Christ.
So most of it, all of Massachusetts, most of Rhode Island. If you're still in need of help, reach out. We will help you as well. We'll try to find a way to help you guys. That's not an issue at all when it comes to that. Let me close off the local topics for Noel to get into this. We have also, there's a Rhode Island nurse. There's a Rhode Island nurse currently being investigated because she's been accused of stealing thousands of dollars from elderly patients.
Jesus Christ.
Specifically, I guess, from one elderly patient right here. This is a registered nurse in Rhode Island.
She's get stoned.
49-year-old Francisca Pacheco. Francisca Pacheco has been charged with the exploitation of an elderly and access to a computer for fraudulent purposes. According to the team, there's an elderly man that told officers that his bank account had been frozen after his caregiver attempted to withdraw almost $7,500 from his account.
Oh my God.
The victim's daughter identified the caregiver as Francisca Pacheco. What the fuck? Pardon me, my throat's dry. Internal emails sent to Channel 10 between the bank and the Rhode Island Department of Health investigator show Pacheco allegedly stole thousands of dollars from the victim while using his credit card without permission. The emails show the bank confirmed several changes made on the victim's account and an attempted charge of $7,292, which was declined once the bank became aware of the suspicious activity on the checking account. A bank employee confirms in an email that the Pacheco was never an authorized signer or user of the account. The family believes that this started in January of 2025, about a year after she became a caregiver of the victim. This nurse, was arrested and charged Thursday, and she's due back in court December 15th.
Bro, I try to tell y'all, nurses are not good people, bro.
Her license, her nursing license is still currently active online, they're saying.
Oh, that takes time.
That is crazy, though. Man, that's how bad it is out here. That's how bad it is out here, because her salary probably wasn't too bad either.
No, if as a nurse, she'd make
she probably makes
80K,
decent.
90K.
She probably makes decent money, but it's like she decides to even steal money.
I don't even think it's a survival thing. I think she's just greedy, bro.
You think so?
No, yeah, because that's like a running joke amongst people is that a lot of people become nurses are like terrible women. Bro, terrible women love becoming nurses. It's like, why are you a nurse? You're a horrible person. Yo, you treat people like shit. Like, what is going on here?
There's also a new warning. Rhode Island issues a warning on batches of formula linked to a case of infant botulism. There's a Rhode Island Department of Health report saying that a baby became sick with botulism after consuming a powdered formula that's linked to cases in other states. The state said that the baby showed symptoms on October 24th and was hospitalized. The diagnosis was confirmed on Friday. The baby child has since been released from the hospital. The department says that the babies get botulism from food with the botulism. How the fuck I've always heard of this, but what the fuck is botulism? Look it up. Shit, I gotta be worried about this in case.
No, yeah, bro.
My daughter needs some formula. Botulism is a rare but serious illness caused by a toxin from the bacteria. Clostridium, big word. Botulinum, another big word. It attacks the nerves and could cause muscle weakness and paralysis, affecting breathing and speaking and swallowing. Whew. Okay. Yeah, no. Let's see here. Yeah, the FDA and the state departments. I'm trying to see why are they not showing the brand? Can't they not? Let me see. Okay, we got it right here. The state health official said that the child consumed By Heart Whole Nutrition infant formula. That's the brand, By Heart Whole Nutrition instant formula. I know a lot of parents watch this. A milk-based product. It's a powdered formula with iron for children from birth to 12 months. And they purchased this online. The FDA said that 13 infant botulism illnesses have been reported in 10 states. None have resulted, thank God, in deaths yet. So don't fucking have this. Throw this shit away. For those who don't know, it's a white can with a purple top. Let me make sure. Let me see. I gotta have it. Botulism. Okay, I said it correctly. I think I have one more. Let me see. One more local story here. Yes, one more local story here. And then Noel could close out. I was supposed to report on this last week, but there's stories reported with hospitals in Rhode Island that people are worried about hospitals possibly closing. And yes, it's plural. There's a tug of war. There's a battle right now with $6 million for the fate of the future of the Roger Williams Hospital and the Fatima hospitals. Right, the head of a nonprofit that controls millions of dollars from the former charitable assets of the Roger Williams Medical Center and the Fatima Hospital says that the group is still weighing whether to go along with calls to give back the money The fight over more than $6 million that is now in the hands of the Lacanos group has emerged as a key piece of the puzzle in efforts to salvage a deal that would keep the two safety net hospitals open. Their profit owner, Prospect Medical Holdings, filed for bankruptcy earlier this year. A Georgia-based nonprofit called the Centurion Foundation is currently trying to take over the ownership of the hospitals, but has been struggling to convince investors to buy the bonds that would fund the deal that has led the state leaders to now make a series of changes to the conditions governing the transaction, so far to no avail. The situation has put a spotlight on the Charter Care Foundation, which was spun off from the two hospitals when they converted into a for-profit enterprise in 2014 as a part of their takeover by Prospect. That's crazy. I've always felt like these hospitals are like low-key empty. Like I passed by the Fatima Hospital the other day. I'm like, this hospital, like the parking lot was empty. I'm like, it's a whole hospital in the middle of this neighborhood that no one goes to.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The Charter Care Foundation's most recent Form 990 with the IRS shows that it's had nearly $6.8 million in assets as of September 30th of 2024. Slightly more than half of its $340,000 of annual expenses went to overhead, including $100,000 paid to Lacano, its lone employee. The organization awarded grants to 5 organizations over the course of the year. All right. So the analysis of the foundation's Form 990 shows overhead totaled at least $40,000 of the organization's expenses in each of the last 4 years, with the Lacano salary accounting for 22% annually. Grants and scholarships averaged $222,000 a year. So it might be cooked for these hospitals.
They're also kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't be surprised. The owners officially filed to close the Roger Williams and Fatima Hospital, or now they're saying that the most recent update is that they're going to possibly give them to the state, give them to Rhode Island. The Attorney General has pledged to fight for this. The bankrupt owner of the Roger Williams Hospital and the Fatima Hospital filed a motion to close the hospitals December 31st.
This sounds mad fishy.
By December 31st, my bad. By December 31st of this year. So they might close these hospitals this year, December. So we might end the year in Rhode Island with 2 hospitals closed, the Fatima Hospital and the Roger Williams Medical Center Hospital. There's a lot of nurses that work in these hospitals. I know a couple of them as well, to be honest with you. Roger Williams and Fatima operate under the umbrella Charter Care. That's what it's called. The overhead is called Charter Care. The 2 safety net facilities manage more than 500 of the state's licensed hospital beds and have well over 2,000 employees. So if they close, that's 2,000 employees out of a job. That's 500 of the state's beds, hospital beds that are no longer there, if ever necessary for emergency purposes to transfer over.
Yeah.
That's a lot of beds.
And you can't use that building for anything else unless you completely demolish it.
Yeah.
Because of environmental codes and shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so this is going to be an issue here. What can save it? Right, what can save it?
Sounds like the state has to.
The state is probably going to have to come in then.
I don't know why they made it a for-profit. That's mad shady. That's so shady. That don't even sound right. I don't even know why they did that. Because hospitals rely on profit anyway. Like, that's why Brown bought Lifespan.
Attorneys outline that the hospitals have been operating at a significant loss, writing that the company had lost $18.7 million during the 6-month delay caused by the closing of the Centurion deal. The company was anticipating an additional $6 million loss by the end of November, according to court documents. That's a lot of money being lost,
That's a lot of money, bro.
That's a lot of money being lost. I'll tell you this much. These hospitals are like these hospitals that are kind of like the forgotten hospitals of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Because obviously Rhode Island Hospital, right, near downtown, you're like in the middle of Providence. Women and infants is right there. So, you know, the women are giving birth there. Pregnant attendants there and everything's there. The next closest popular hospital, in my opinion, probably is the Miriam Hospital.
Yeah.
Miriam Hospital. I would growing up as a kid, I would go to the Miriam Hospital
I go there now.
to get more attention, etc., because it's less busy, it's smaller. But never once in my life have I thought to myself, let's go to the Fatima Hospital. Or go. I didn't even know that existed until like a couple years ago, the
I think
Fatima
that's
Hospital.
where I went after my accident.
I didn't know. Well, we did know Roger Williams existed because we went to Green. So it was next to Nathaniel Green, so we would see that. That's the hospital that's right there.
I've been there. That hospital shit.
It's dog shit.
It's dog shit.
I've been there a couple times.
It's dog shit. It's a very bad hospital. It's as bad as Kent, and Kent is terrible.
Yeah, I usually know, like, you know, a business, how it works, etc. But with a hospital, I don't understand the business of a hospital because if more people go, does it make it better? You know, I don't know how that works.
I mean, technically, yeah. Because the thing is, even if you don't pay your fucking bills, they just sell it to a collector's agency.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, if you don't know, you don't have to necessarily pay them. You didn't hear that shit.
Because that doesn't get reported on your credit.
Not only that, it's like you owe the hospital, you don't owe the collector agency.
Yeah.
So legally, you don't have to.
Yeah. I just I don't understand why I went for profit. That's so weird. Because usually not hospitals are nonprofits.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's shady. God bless.
Your turn, buddy.
Yes, sir, brother.
All right. So this can kind of give an explanation for why SNAP benefits are kicking in. November 6th, on Thursday, federal judge ordered the Trump administration to make full supplemental nutrition assistance program, which is SNAP, benefits for November, despite the government shutdown. In other words, the federal this case had went to the federal judge. He ruled that regardless, Trump has to provide the supplements for food stamps. U.S. District Judge John McConnell rejected the administration's plan to provide partial payments without tapping additional funds, saying it failed to comply with its previous order that it had made in October. Trump would later on claim that the judge was out of line and didn't have the constitutional jurisdiction to make this judgment, so he appealed the order. On Sunday, November 9th, a federal appeals court rejected the Trump administration's bid to halt an order requiring full SNAP payments during the government shutdown. The three-judge panel on the U.S. Court of Appeals and the First Circuit ruled a judge did not abuse his discretion in finding the government's plan for partial nutrition aid payments would cause unacceptable delays. Trump is ultimately pushing back against this ruling in the hopes of it reaching the Supreme Court, where he believes the justices will side in his favor. So what's going on is this. A federal appeals court judge essentially ruled against Donald Trump and said, hey, okay, no, I got this mixed up. Sorry about that. A federal judge originally said, hey, you got to pay out your benefits. We already been through this. You owe these people this money. And it's not just partial benefits, because he actually argued this, his administration, their team. The legal team said, well, if we do partial benefits, there's still going to be a delay because we have to properly distribute the partial benefits. Yeah. And the judge ruled, no, in that case, you still have to then give full benefits. You have to figure out how you're going to tap into the money you have to make this happen. So the judge essentially said, go fund SNAP. So Trump gets pissed, goes to the appeals court in the First District, and they say, nah, he's right. He has the ability to do that. There's already legal precedent here. So then Trump is like, okay, I'm going to challenge this again. His hope is that the justices will side with him. But here's the thing about the Supreme Court justices. They have the choice to review a case. As of today, they actually rejected reviewing a case regarding same-sex marriages. They said they will not review a case regarding the legalization on a federal level of same-sex marriages. They have no intention of looking over that case. So the justices might actually not even entertain the SNAP issue, which is more likely than not. So that explains the SNAP thing. A judge has ruled it is going to happen, so that is why the benefits are kicking in. Now, in regards to the government shutdown itself, we have some updates. Sunday night, this was last night, November 9th, 8 moderate Democrats broke from the Democratic Party and gave the necessary 60 votes to advance the budget proposal. If it is approved, it would then need to pass the House and gain President Donald Trump's signature to become law and reopen the government. This was the whole thing that was delaying the government the budget from getting passed and causing the shutdown, was that they didn't have the 60-40 vote to allow it to be voted on in the Senate. They finally have it now. A deal was struck between the 8 Democrats and the Senate Republican leadership. This could end the 40-day shutdown. This shutdown is the longest shutdown in American history. The deal was, as of now, the agreement funds the government through January 30th. This is the agreement that they'd be voting on for the budget. It schedules a December vote on the Affordable Care Act subsidies. The legislation includes a reversal of the mass firing of federal workers by the Trump administration since the shutdown began on October 1st. It also protects federal workers against further layoffs through January and guarantees they are paid once the shutdown is over. It also ensures food stamps are funded through fiscal year 2026, according to sources. And the 8 Democrats who voted for this were Senator John Fetterman in Pennsylvania, Senator Angus King in Maine, Senator Catherine Cortez Masto in Nevada, Senator Rosen in Nevada, Senator Durbin in Illinois, Senator Shaheen in New Hampshire. I'm sorry for pronouncing his name wrong. Senator Hassan in New Hampshire, and Tim Kaine from Virginia. Now, this is very important because this deal that was brokered got massive pushback. Calls are being made for the Democrats' minority leader in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, to resign. Prominent party members such as AOC, Bernie Sanders, and other elected officials called the deal a failure and are denouncing Schumer's decision making on the matter. Now, you need to explain why this is happening. This is actually insane. So what they did was this. These 8 senators, they're moderate Democrats. So that means they're like kind of in the middle between left and right. They suddenly came out of nowhere within the week and they decided that they were going to vote for a budget deal with the Republicans. The reason why is because they don't go up for election until 2028, 2030, and 2 of them are retiring. So their energy right now is, from what we understand, is Chuck Schumer, who's the minority leader. He's the one that whips votes. He's the one that gets votes for the Democrats. He basically held the party in line for 40 days. He convinced them, hey, we need to not allow the government budget to pass until we have a deal on healthcare. Your premiums are going to go up on average by $5,000. They're cutting back the government help for healthcare. That's what this fight has been about. That's the only reason why this is happening, is because this goddamn ACA subsidy. So they held the ground and they're like, listen, Donald Trump, you gonna let 40 million people starve. You're not paying air traffic people, so flights aren't leaving. You're gonna deal with this. They were putting pressure on Trump. They're blaming Trump. Chuck Schumer, like the coward that he is, knowing that the subsidies, that food stamps was not going to get funded, that people were going to be able to fly to their families in November. He knew there was going to be all this pressure on Donald Trump, that Donald Trump was finally going to take a massive loss. He folded. He allowed these 8 Democrats to come up with this idea, which he could have stopped. He could have called it out. He known it was happening for a week now, and he allowed it to happen. And his argument was, well, I'm voting against it. I don't agree with it. But you still allow these people to do this. You're the leader of the Democratic Party in the Senate. You allowed these people to do this because they have massive amount of federal workers that are in their state. I believe Virginia has a large amount of them. You have all these people that are dependent on food stamps. They got spooked, so they want to fall back. The Republicans are giving you anything back for this deal. They're not. The subsidies for the healthcare program, the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, it's not extended for a year like they wanted. They get a vote in December, and it's not like it's an official vote. The Senate Speaker, let me get his name, this title right. The head of the Senate for the Republican Party, he literally said, I promise we will vote on this in December. So that means your health care being affordable is dependent on a promise by the Republican Party. That's what they got, was a promise. And to top off the promise that they gave them, the Speaker of the House, who is a Republican, he said, I'm not going to guarantee that this is even going to touch the House because these subsidies have to pass the Senate and then the House. He basically said, yo, y'all could vote in the Senate. I'm not giving you my word that I'm going to introduce this in the House for it to be voted on. So what that means is your Democratic Party watching your health care be on the line folded to protect their own asses. And in the process, Your healthcare is going to go up. Cool, we got food stamps back. And cool, flights are going to be leaving the country. But everyone's healthcare is about to skyrocket because of this. And everyone was calling Chuck Schumer to step down. They called him a coward. I agree with them. I think he's a coward. Yo, you literally held the line for 40 days. I don't care if people don't have their food stamps. I don't care if people are not leaving for the holidays. Your healthcare is going to like rise beyond rates that you don't understand. Like niggas are going to get paperwork at the end of next year, right? At the beginning of next year. And it's going to show such an astronomical rise in their healthcare. And it's because the Republicans are not giving a valid resolution to this problem. So the entire foundation of our healthcare system right now, like when it comes to affordable healthcare, is dependent on a vote in December that was a promise. You're cowards. But the government's not going to get shut down. We'll see, though, because they still have to vote. The House still has to vote on it, and the president still has to sign off on it. This is one of the saddest moments for the Democratic Party. It is a glaring example that Chuck Schumer is too old and he needs to resign. I think he should step down. There are people telling ALC that she should run for Senate because that is her district in New York.
Take his job.
Take his job because literally you had Donald Trump by the balls. You had the country starving. You had people not being able to take their flights for the holidays. And you are fighting for something real. You're fighting for people's health care because AOC said it best. Cool, healthcare benefits on average is like $130 per person. My brother, we're talking about like $600, $700 in rises per person for healthcare.
You're going to be cooked out here.
Bro, we're going to get fried. I'm getting fried. I depend on this shit. And they folded. They allowed these 8 senators to fold. You look like cowards. You are a sad group of individuals. The Democratic Party is in shambles. God bless your heart. That's the bullshit that happened with that. MAMDANI. So, ZOHRAN MAMDANI wins New York mayoral election as the first openly socialist Muslim Southeast Asian candidate. MAMDANI wins the New York mayoral election with a 50.4% of the vote. He beats longtime Democrat and former governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, who only received 41.6% of the vote. More than 2 million New Yorkers voters cast ballots, the most in a mayoral race since 1969. With MAMDANI beating his competitors in almost every statistical demographic group, MAMDANI ran on promises of improving mass transit and making it free to all residents, making childcare costs as affordable as possible, reforming the police department, and freezing rents for apartments that were eligible, and expanding government housing programs. So, I'm going to always preface with this. I agree with the narrative that the billionaire, millionaire class should be paying more in taxes. I believe we need to reform our welfare system. It's not modernized. I studied economics. A lot of the measures we use to even distribute, these type of benefits like SNAP, unemployment, it's such broken measures. All that stuff stinks. However, I, on a personal level, just looking at everything going on, I'm not a socialist. I'm not a communist. I don't believe, and I think with this election, I saw something that I saw in 2016. A lot of people are rallying behind this dude. This is the Democratic Party's Donald Trump in regards to a charismatic leader that people are really believing in. It's someone that they love. Like, they're like, yes, I love him. They're like glorifying his wife on Twitter too. It feels a lot like how MAGA felt when Trump won. They're looking at this dude as the salvation for the democracy, the same way the Republicans did. And they're seeing him as someone in the party who, well, not someone in the party, because he did run as a Democrat, but he is a socialist. He's a democratic socialist. As somebody who is going to bring a fresh perspective on politics. Now, here's my thing with MAMDANI on a personal level, and this is where I got really frustrated. No one ever challenged him on what his actual views are. Like, we're seeing a lot of the policy proposals he's introducing, but like, what are your like ideological views? Like something deeper. Like, what is your ultimate goal with your views? And I remember I saw him on MSSCB the night before the election, and they're pressing him. They're like, "Are you a communist?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, you are a journalist. You get paid thousands of dollars to do this job, and you're doing it so freaking terribly. Why are you asking him if he's a communist? Like, actually educate yourself on what socialism and communism is and ask him the appropriate questions." I'm on Twitter getting more information about the stuff he's saying than you clearly have in your disposal to question him about what his goals are. Because I know for a fact MAMDANI was quoting Marx on Twitter back in 2020. I know for a fact that MAMDANI was he was talking about a class revolution back in 2021 in Zoom meetings. He was saying that the ultimate goal of what he wants to do with, and especially what he wants from the movement, is for class consciousness, for the working class to take over society. Like, these are things that he's on record saying that they're not bringing up when they're interviewing him or asking him, hey, like, do you still share these views?
So what's a quick summary of being a socialist?
So socialist is essentially, there's the difference between socialism and communism. Communism is when it's a branch of socialism that essentially the means of production are controlled by the working class. Essentially what that means is there is no private companies. Like your media company, you wouldn't be able to own it. It'd be your workers that own it, including yourself. So your ownership is split apart. Same with Joe Budden podcast. Like, everyone on that show would own it.
Like equities?
Yeah, it's not even just equities. It's like there's no such thing. You don't make profit in a communist society. You don't own private land. A lot of the planning is done on a centralized level. So essentially it's either done by a collective community or it's done by the government. So that means prices, the cost of land, the cost of housing, like, these things are done in a very, like, this is what the price is. It's not market driven. It's not demand or supply. It's literally like a centralized form of economics and governing. Socialism itself is a little away from that. It's less extreme. It's like you don't have private ownership. You don't have profit driven companies. Everything is owned by these collective individuals in this collective community or the government itself. The problem here is that is what he was saying for a long time, and no one's questioning him. Like, do you still share these views? Because you've been talking about it since 2020. And when he was running, he's saying he wants to decommodify land. That's a communist idea. That's a socialist concept. The idea is no one should own land. Land shouldn't be something that's bought and sold. There should be no landlords. So someone like Michael, who is a friend of ours, he owns land. He can't own that apartment. My family, who owned apartments growing up, and I never liked that they did, but they wouldn't be able to own apartments and make money off of it. You just can't profit off of owning apartments, owning real estate, owning land. That's not something that's yours to do, because it's part of their fundamental idea is that capitalism is run by companies that profit and land ownership. So the land ownership class, the ruling class, the people who own things, the business owners, the entrepreneurs, they're the problematic group that exploits everyone else.
So there would be like less millionaires and less,
there would be no millionaires.
Yeah, less billionaires.
And in a communist society, there is no millionaire. There is no billionaire. There's no entrepreneur. There is just the worker class that is essentially coming together to decide how society functions. So there's just one class. There's no classes. There's no class struggle. No one questioned him on these things. And in his acceptance speech, he's bringing this up. Like, he's legit saying, I want to prove that there's no problem too small for the government to solve. Mm-hmm. And there's no issue that's too irrelevant. That, by definition, is socialism and communism. Again, I studied this stuff in school. The reason why communism and socialism always fails is because it's done in a very authoritarian way. So authoritarianism is when power concentrates at the top. So the same way in capitalism, everything concentrates to a few companies, which they're absolutely right, it's true. A few companies control the market. What happens with communism is the opposite, where the government and a few people in the government control what happens. So you get a lot of corruption still because you're still concentrating power. No one questioned this.
And there's obviously current communist countries like
China is the most relevant one. Then there's Cuba. But again, China has rampant corruption. In China, you can't own land. The government owns the land and they lease it out to you. And there have been multiple cases. I think it's up to 65% now where the Chinese government has taken people's homes that they paid for, and basically they gave them whatever money they wanted to on the home, and they confiscated the home because the land was never theirs. The land was the Chinese party. It was their government's land. There's also been a bunch of scandals with a lot of their development projects. It's been really corrupt. China also has, like, Jinping, who is the president, his inner circle is incredibly wealthy because they steal. They're like, this is the problem with, like, communist countries. You concentrate power to the government so much, they get away with so much bullshit. They just start committing crimes. They start taking over companies. They start doing things for themselves. The argument is this. Everyone knows MAMDANI is a socialist.
Yeah.
They know his ultimate goal in the back of his mind is a society where there's no ruling class. There's no like entrepreneur class. There's no rich class. People like yourself, people who want to start businesses, they just don't. Like, that's not what's driving the economy. It is a worker class driven on the collective good of the society. People know this, but a lot of people feel like he's not going to get it done. What their hope is, the extreme of Trump and his group and the extreme of what MAMDANI's bringing to the party kind of meet in the middle. You get both extremes, they kind of just stay right there. Like, they just collide into each other, and the system forces them to meet in the middle. I don't think that's going to happen.
Mm.
I'm not that optimistic. I think MAMDANI's a reaction to Trump's fascism. I think Trump's a fascist. I think Trump's expansion of government, the way he like codes languages to like say, oh, white supremacy and shit like that. I think a lot of that stuff triggered a lot of people. I think the whole thing with ICE and like it feels like a secret police is running around in the streets nowadays, just grabbing people up. I think that radicalized a lot of people, and I think it's going to push them further left. But my fear is we're going from fascism to communism, and there is virtually no difference between the two, regardless of what they tell you. Fascism is built on the idea of dividing people by race, by their, like, where they were born, how they were born. Communism is dividing people by class. So you're telling people, hey, because you own more, because you're a part of this like ruling class, this capitalist class, you're evil. Like, bro, I'm arguing with niggas on the internet and they're attacking landowners, and I'm like, you don't even know these people, and you're demonizing them. You're saying they're the problem, they're the enemy. It gets really toxic, and it's like both ideologies are inherently like, they're by definition they're divisive. By definition, they need an enemy. The people who support these views are like cult-like. Like, you know how Nick Fuentes, like when he talks, he sounds like he's in a cult.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of communists sound like they're in a cult. And it scares me a little bit, because I don't think the whole country is going to be like a nationalist and then communist country. But I do think what's going to happen is we can't handle that level of extremism because we have so many issues. Bro, niggas is starving. Housing is going up. We're not going to cover this today because we really spent enough time. But like, it's to a point where the average age of a first-time home buyer is like 49 now. Trump's talking about a 50-year mortgage. That's insane. Like, things are getting too expensive. The economy's like, is getting too rough. I don't want a situation where we have two extremes arguing with each other. I don't think the country can stand if it's that divided. That's just my personal view. Some people don't agree with me. They said we're gonna meet in the middle and everything's gonna be fine. I just don't see that happening. I'll tell you this much.
I think that MAMDANI's gonna get whatever he wants, it feels like, because I feel like people really believe in him to that level. That it's been
feels like Trump, nah?
It's very rare to see a politician be believed in and trusted and loved by the people across all spectrums, online, in person, like this new mayor of New York is. And whatever he does in New York is going to be a testament, because that's going to be living proof. Because one thing is to win the election, but you got to still live through it.
Yeah.
Right? He has to be there, what, 4 years? Or is
it's
it
4 year term?
4 years, right? 4 year term. So we got to see him in 4 years do that. And then, you know, what happens then? Because I do see a future where he could be a president. Like, he has that charisma and that, you know, where he could get those votes. I really think that he could do it. Like, and they know what they're doing with social media. It comes off organically, not corny. Like, a lot of people who try to do the social media game in the politics world, but comes off corny. His comes off very organically.
Yeah.
You could tell he's like from there. Like, people fuck with him there. Like, he reads the room.
Yeah. My only thing with him is, again, beyond the socialism and communism thing, he didn't have a great win. He won 50% in New York City. That's a problem. That 41% of the population of their voting group thought they didn't want you there. Now, there are people who are going to tell you, well, he had to face Islamophobia. He had to face anti-Marxism. That's cool, but I watched the attack ads. They were shit. They were cringy as fuck. And any human being would see it and be like, you niggas are weird. He had a better campaign. But it showed me that people are not really going for his beliefs. I think he got in a good spot because it was someone as weak as Andrew Cuomo. I think he ran a great campaign, but I think if someone who actually was educated on communism and educated on socialism was to debate him, he'd lose. I think he would have lost. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Vic, you're going to sign up for the government taking control of land, of taking control of property? Are you going to sign up for the end of private companies, of private businesses? No, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is ask him that. All you have to do is say, hey, you brought this up in 2021 and 2022. Do you still share these views? Do you still believe in this stuff?
Mm.
Your policy platform is this. What do you mean decommodifying land? Like, there's so many like indications of it. And I get what you're saying. He's very charming. He's very electable. I fully agree with that. But I think this is the problem with American society. I'm done with that shit. I don't care if you're electable. I don't care if you're charming. I want you to tell me what you want to do with this country. Trump was charming. We have to be honest. Trump was electable. There's a reason he won.
He's a cute guy.
Yeah, you're funny. But he's really well-spoken. He's funny. Like, Trump is one of the funniest politicians we've ever seen. And my issue and my frustration is we're painting these other people like MAMDANI, even Obama back in the day, as like these different politicians. No, they're just charming and they're saying what you want to hear. We need politicians that are going to be straight up and tell you what they want to do. I don't think MAMDANI is being honest about his ultimate goal because, again, people would be turned off by it. If people heard the things I'm saying right now, they'd be like, that's not what I voted for. I voted to tax the rich and improve the welfare system. That's it. I didn't vote for you guys to destroy private property and destroy public.
He might be a covert agent.
No, that's actually how socialism works.
Yeah, it was like covert. He's like hiding it. He's sugarcoating the truth.
So if you read fascism, like especially like Hitler, and you read Stalin, I mean Lenin and communism, that's what they do. They advocate for that. They say, hey, you got to kind of lie to the public because they're kind of ignorant and they wouldn't react correctly to these things. You have to be very covert with your opinions, with your views, which makes sense. But you're still being dishonest. Like, this is my point. What is the difference here? I got one candidate, one person in this country telling me that immigrants are evil and that, black people are a danger and all this stuff, very decisive language. And then I have this newer candidate in New York who in the past has told me that the rich are the problem, that the owners are the problem, that that the system we have of land ownership is a problem. What is the difference? It's still divisive language. Like, it's still us versus someone else. It's very concerning. And let's see what happens.
It's the deliverer of the message as well, where it's like, he's not an asshole.
That's true. No, he's a great actor.
Trump's clearly an asshole. Like, this guy's not an asshole. Like, he's for the people. He'll hear you. He doesn't seem like, obviously, there's no convincing him. He has his own beliefs, but he'll have the conversation properly without coming off arrogant. Like, he's just smooth. He gives like little hints of like Obama, like a little bit like Obama energy. Like, Obama will be smooth. Like, Obama will sell you some bullshit, but he'll sell you it like really smoothly.
Really smoothly. But that's my frustration is like, I'm tired of that. I don't want to hear that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of hearing your bullshit. I want to know what you're going to do. I want to know what your plan is. And whether it's going to fuck me or not, tell me that. And I think that's the problem with American politics. We keep looking for actors because he was an actor. His mom makes movies. She was nominated for Golden Globe.
He's a handsome guy.
He's a handsome guy. I think he was a theater student in school. He's an actor. The American political scene is theater. Trump is an actor too. We all know this.
Home Alone.
Yeah, at this point, we're voting in actors versus actual leaders. And that's where I get frustrated because the leader is going to tell me the truth. The leader's going to say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is my intended goal. And this is what my dream is for the future. That's what I want. And I feel like, a lot of these people that are running are just not that. So we'll see what happens. God bless. Because that's the other thing. If he doesn't show up, like, let's say he doesn't successfully do a lot of the things he wants to do. How do you think people are going to react?
Oh, no, they're going to be pissed off. But
at who, though? Him or the system?
My thing is, like, I didn't see Cuomo winning.
No.
Because of the pandemic, what he did with the pandemic over there.
And then the whole thing with the rape allegations.
Yeah, and the rape allegations, all that stuff. I'm sorry, Lala. You're not going to get him to vote. Because Lala Anthony co-signed him, like, I think the day of the elections. And people are like, oh. It's like, yes, not going to get you to push through. And people got tired of Eric Adams.
No, Eric Adams is a joke.
He's crazy. He's a crazy man.
But this is what I mean. Like, this was a lot of people are championing this as a sign that the United States wants to be communist like China. A lot of people are saying this. I don't see it because you beat a bum. You beat a bum that no one liked. And you still only won by 9%. It wasn't a huge victory. And I don't care that they attacked you like with propaganda. You still didn't. It was shit propaganda. You had a better campaign. So it makes me wonder, either your messaging didn't fully like translate to the public, so they didn't fully understand what you were saying, which is happening. Like there's a lot of people on the internet like, MAMDANI just wants to tax the rich, and MAMDANI just wants to make buses free and trains free. I agree with that. I think that's great. I think we should modernize the transit system. I think we should improve healthcare outcomes by giving free childcare and all that type of stuff. But nigga, that's not where it ends with this nigga.
Yeah, because it could be like, or it's like, does it sound too good to be true? And it's like, maybe it is, because in the long term, is he trying to look at it where he's trying to create that, communist type of world where it's like, no, that's not what I want, because it wouldn't allow us to do certain things, which is the catch-22, because that's you do want to be more for the people, but when it's for the people to that extent, it's like, you don't have a world where you can become your own, individual. Like we can be a millionaire next month, that wouldn't be the world no more. Like you can be your own business owner, your own millionaire overnight on TikTok, blow up. That type of world, the communist world, would not help
that type of
social media, influencers, YouTubers. It wouldn't help none of us at all.
But this is my thing, Vic. Like we talk about this all the time. Independency is the new wave.
Yeah.
And I tell this to a lot of people. I'm like, hey guys, like I get capitalism right now isn't working for people, but I don't see I don't see the new market being socialism or a society where the working class is ruling and like the government owns land and they control everything. No, like I see the rise of the entrepreneur, the independent worker.
Yeah.
I see us going back to that like model, which happened before capitalism.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, like, but that's why I'm just concerned, bro. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see how his messaging does. I do think you're right. AOC might run for president.
I'm telling you.
If she runs for Senate, I could see her running for president. Obama only served one term before running for president. I think she loses. I think it's Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom's gonna win the nomination. Gavin Newsom has changed his entire rhetoric. That the governor of California, he's changed his whole like way. He's really going hard now.
He was attacked Trump last week already again.
Oh,
Like
no.
he's been every week he's attacking Trump.
You seen the JD Vance AI shit? That's been him and his team. They've been doing JD Vance AI with JD Vance wearing the wig. The girl,
Oh my god.
the fat JD Vance with
But
the wig.
JD Vance wore that shit for Halloween though.
Yeah, so that's the problem with memeing politicians. They can take control of the narrative.
Yeah. If they're smart, which JD
Yeah.
Vance,
Is young and smart.
he's pretty smart what he does.
But that's the end for me.
Right here.
Oh man.
The wave is on.
Let's take that song out.
Appreciate y'all. No.
Gonna do something real smooth for the ladies. Gonna do this
I
thing.
can't do it. That's enough. Oh, it's not fun.
No way, money on your things, man.
I think you jump.
Boy, pick a valve. Now switch it up on the Hey, babe, once you get in the truck, let's sip a little fleek, slide up in the cut. Get the Vaseline, let me fuck your butt. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. Get money, it's plain to see. I'm big of hell, bitch, come and fuck with me. Climb on top and make love to me. I make you delirious.
Love y'all, appreciate y'all.
You ain't heard of the bigger Billy Gun. Check this. Just let it chill, the time of prevail.
Get the Vaseline, let me fuck your butt. It ain't that serious.
I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my
It's
god.
hood porn, bro. It's hood porn.
Magsby's back. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Club Ambition podcast from Rhode Island to the world. Baby shower this weekend. Very busy week. A lot of shit to do. But we are here. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to our sponsors. Brought to you by this episode. Is brought to you by Mother Earth, Dave's Hot Chicken. We're gonna do that Reaper challenge sometime this month. We're gonna make sure to try to lock that in.
I don't know what this we is.
Oh, we got to, man.
No, we have to, bro.
Why not
No,
die?
y'all doing
Why not
that.
die on camera?
Y'all doing that.
Eating food. That'd be fucking crazy. God forbid. Knock on fake wood. Also, Rhode Island Education Collective. Also, shout out to the Little Rolly Laugh Riot Part 2 festival coming to Rhode Island next year, 2026. And Mother Earth Wellness in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Make sure to use our promo code Ambition, 10% off your entire purchase. We love y'all, appreciate y'all. We'll be back again next week. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, Club Ambition. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to leave a comment, share your opinion about the podcast. If you're watching live stream, still play it back. We talked about everything. Timestamps will be up tomorrow. Clips will be out throughout the entire week. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We just hit a 40,000 plus followers on Instagram. Thank y'all for that. We're about to hit 140,000 on TikTok this week. Thank y'all very much. Very appreciative. Never take it for granted. Make sure to check out our Spanish podcast that we drop every single week with my father, El Poca. We did a reaction, over 10,000 views. Shout out to y'all that watched it. Rosalia's album. We broke that down, spoke about that, Alafoket, etc. But yeah, from around to the world, clap. Cap. I'm tired as fuck. I got a lot of baby shower planning to do for the rest of this week. But gotta get to it, man. A baby girl. Who would have thought I'm having a daughter at 27 years old? I did not expect this shit to happen, man. But it's a blessing. I'm gonna be holding her for Christmas. That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a good ass fucking Christmas. I might not do nothing this Christmas. Just stay inside with my baby daughter. Why not? But we love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe, like I told y'all. Also, go on Facebook. Follow the Facebook page, Club Ambition Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, personal handles. It's a Vibe. Victor on Twitter, Instagram, personal handle. It's a Vibe. Marloon. I'm from the 401 on Instagram. Noel Frias across social media for all handles. Happy birthday, Elabelle. Club Ambition. Round of applause for her. Happy birthday to Elabelle. It's her birthday today. Fix it. What was it? It was loose. So you yanked it loose a bit. You know what I'm saying? But there we have it. Free the wave. Free the wave. The wave's already free. It's backwards. I love the post. His caption, he put a photo and he was like, it's backwards. That's the only caption he put. He said, it's backwards. Because niggas be like, free whoever, until it's backwards. It's like, it's backwards. I'm home. That's just fire. Love y'all.